Reviewing That Show. We here to review that show. And if you think we can, then we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
Review that show, bitch!
So you're gonna tell the people how much you hated the movie Black Panther now? Like, is that? He said, "Don't do me that, bro. Don't do me that."
That's just me.
Oh
I throw
God!
myself on the altar.
I need my jokes, bro, because this Bozeman shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I don't even really. The only thing okay, this is kind of what I was thinking of. I don't know, this is weird. I don't even know if this is part of the conversation. I was thinking about all the times where I used to make fun of Chadwick Boseman for playing what felt like at the time like
he was the biopic warrior.
The biopic warrior,
yeah,
like playing all those like characters and stuff. Like I don't know. Now it seems to make a whole like ton of sense. But yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that. Never mind. I just made myself sad. Anyway,
did you guys get a chance? Cause we had a whole run-in on the last episode of Fly with Bats. Did you guys get a chance to talk about it at all?
Nah, not yet. That's gonna be the thing this week. So yeah, I don't even know what to. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's just kind of like I used to play the little opening theme that right when they go into Wakanda. That dun 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 dun. Used to play that whenever I needed to smile.
Yeah.
And I still smile. It's just a little crooked, you know. But yeah, you know. Did it again. I don't know, man. Let's talk about something else.
I want. Well, you have anything on the Bozeman thing at all?
I'm just completely shocked by it, honestly. Like, super shocked. I don't know.
Like, we went into depth. We even put out an episode on the Fly with Bats show on IG and YouTube or whatever, talking about rest in peace to Bozeman or whatever, and we talked in depth about the esteem and reverence that we all have for him. I mean, like there's this new generation of cats that we can look up to, from him to Mahershala Ali to Sterling to, you know what I mean? There's so many cats that's like kind of in the prime right now that are just David Oyelowo, Ejiofor. It's like so many like black cats you could just look up like, man, these motherfuckers killing it. You know what I mean? He was one of the ones leading the pack. You heard me? So the conversation come up on Facebook, of course, and on social media, of course, is, you know, the future direction of the Black Panther franchise. Mm-hmm. Now, off the dump, I feel like the conversation is kind of tacky and too early to be having because the man ain't even in the ground yet. But this is what I realized. I think people are having this conversation as a way, in a weird way, not necessarily to mourn, but to like, just like what you just said. I want to talk about something happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think some people still kind of in that realm. So it's almost like a distraction conversation to not have to worry about the fact of we lost, you know, a hitter in this because,
yeah.
I mean, a person was just saying recently about how, and I believe this, there's too much attachment to T'Challa and Bozeman. To the fact that people are telling their kids Black Panther died. Black Panther didn't die.
Yeah.
T'Challa's still alive. Your kids don't got to think that Black Panther is dead. You know what I mean? The man died. The character didn't die. So I feel like we should be mourning the man and what he brought to the character. But there's still more story to me for the character to go. There's still more to inspire for the character. You know what I'm saying? And the conversation has been, well, like people go, well, Marvel, you better not recast it. No one else can play the role. And I'm like, that's very short-sighted, guys. I understand we're very emotional, but you can't put the character of T'Challa on the shelf for a generation. Because you got to think about it. By the time that the Marvel Cinematic Universe might even think about rebooting itself, it's going to be a good 15, 20 years. Nigga, like, so you trying to tell me we're going to shelve T'Challa for like 15, 20 years after one T'Challa story? Because that's what he was in 4 movies. But essentially, we got one T'Challa short story, and everybody either saying, well, one stupid ass idea, well, he need to use the Soul Stone to bring back Killmonger, and then Killmonger could be Black Panther. And I'm like, bitch, if y'all got the Soul Stone to bring back somebody, if T'Challa died in your story, and you acquire a Soul Stone to bring someone back, why in the fuck would you skip bringing back T'Challa and bring back Killmonger just so he can take T'Challa? Like, come on, guys. Leave it to the pros. Let's just mourn the man. The other idea is like this thing, and this one thing is a joke I got of when everybody found out in mainstream that Black Panther and Storm were item, it's everybody, Storm and Black Panther. I'm like, okay, everyone's a comic fan now. Okay, I see it. Y'all think y'all know about the Storm T'Challa shit, talking shit. Now the new one is, Shuri, she's Black Panther next. And now it's everybody saying like, yeah, man, everybody. So they say the next movie, Shuri should get it. And I'm like, bro, like again, y'all rushing and y'all pushing storylines that don't need to be rushed and pushed. This whole conversation, first off, ain't your conversation because the studio's gonna do what they do, but the man ain't even fully in the ground. But if we gonna,
that's exactly it. It's too soon to have this conversation.
But
that's the big thing.
And I'm a nerd though. I'll
I
entertain the conversation in the spirit of we just talking some comic shit because I'm still on the level of okay, this Chadwick shit because I wasn't just a Black Panther fan of Chadwick Boseman. I was a Chadwick Boseman fan on some actor shit.
Right.
I'm a nigga watching all your interviews and shit. I'm a nigga like, I'm an actor fan of you. So it's like, I think that's why it's easier for me, because at first I was like, man, what the fuck y'all talking about? Then at first I'm like, you know what? I can talk character shit. We can talk in this realm, but so they bring the Shuri shit in, and I'm like, if you were really on your shit, you would have seen they were already setting Shuri up for future movies. But I feel like you have to, the impact that the character of T'Challa had on Black boys and girls was so large that I feel like you don't just take T'Challa away and take that away from Black boys. Yes, you have a character coming with Shuri for Black girls, but the thing is, the plan was to have them both regardless. Like, she was Black Panther for a little while, then he took it back, and there's times where they've been Black Panther together, but there's never been, T'Challa dead, now Shuri. No, son, keep building with, you're going to have to recast it. It's hard to say. It's going to be like Christopher Reeves, it's going to be like Heath Ledger. You're going to have to recast it. I would not want to be the guy to take that role and no.
Nobody wants it.
Oh my God. But you have to at some point, and I still say build up to get Shuri her own shit too, but like, let's not be so short-sighted and emotional and believe that because an actor died, that's it. No more character.
Yeah. I feel like this is a business too, and then there's so much, or at least rumored that there's a lot tied to Black Panther 2 that's supposed to launch us into the next phase of Marvel or the X-Men or something like that. I can't remember what they said, but I mean, and you could easily turn on a dime and like shift those things. Yeah, shift those things and just put them in another script. Give it to another movie or whatever. I mean, that may kind of mess things up, but it's doable. You know what I mean? And but like I don't know if we're talking about it. At the end of the day, this is a business, I think, and they're gonna. It's too soon to have the conversation now, but at some point someone
has to have it.
Yeah, you gotta make your peace with the new Black Panther, all right? If you've told your kids that Black Panther died, then it's a different conversation, whatever, what have you. But we will have another one. He will be recast, or the role will be recast. I'm sorry.
At some point.
At some point. So I mean, just gotta. What are you saying?
I thought she
was too. Actually, I thought I might have cut you off. Okay, great.
But
I feel better now.
Yeah, but Shuri, and to me, character-wise, her character ain't ready for the mantle yet, because technically older brother just got the mantle, and now we're like, I want it to happen eventually, but I don't think we're there, and I don't think because this guy died that now not this guy, because the main character died, that all of a sudden everything needs to go to to the shitter. I feel like everyone should just slow down. More.
Take some time.
Yeah, period. Yeah. Leave it be. There's a bunch of ideas you can come up with. You can have.
It's probably not going to come out when they project it now.
Because they want. It's supposed to come out 2022. So now put it back another year, and you know what I mean. But everyone, slow down more. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even be mad if you did give it to, I guess, Shuri for a second movie. You could still bring T'Challa back in the third on some random. My thing is, don't kill him off. You don't have to kill off the character. Have him be missing. Send him away. Or just be bold and take in that, okay, this is Val Kilmer. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Val Kilmer. We just run it.
And
the reference for people who might not get what I'm saying is he took after Michael Keaton on Batman Forever, and they made it seem like that's the same motherfucker, and people just kept rolling because as kids, it was just like, well, I like Bruce Wayne. I don't know who Michael Keaton is. I'm 9.
I feel like Marvel, Disney, whatever, has a certain way of like passing the mantle, and I feel like they'll pass the mantle on screen in a way that also pays tribute to Chadwick. I think. I
believe so.
Do you remember when Don Cheadle took over for Terrence Howard in the role, and like they had that whole
and whoever remembers.
Who? Huh?
Not saying we're going to forget Chadwick Boseman, but what I'm saying is what you're saying.
Oh, like Terrence Howard.
Yeah, but Don Cheadle took over the role, and people are just in their minds it's Don Cheadle.
They accepted it.
Yeah, they accepted it,
and it's still fresh. It'll take some time.
It's just still fresh.
Yeah.
And Boseman was so magnificent that it's really the Heath Ledger Christopher Reeves problem. They were so great at it that it's beyond any of our imaginations currently to picture anyone doing it. And that is a testament to Chadwick Boseman, and we can keep that testament. You know what I mean? But again, the way you keep it is stop this conversation,
right?
Mourn.
I don't care. I don't. It's soon. It's early. I don't care who they recast. I'm sort of. I felt like I had a different idea in my mind of what I wanted Black Panther to be, and then Chadwick Boseman changed my mind on that. So I mean, they got it. Yeah, they got it right. I feel like they got it.
But there's other ways they
right.
can present that character.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
And somebody else, like, it's just I'm gonna leave it up to them.
Somebody said John David Washington, and I said no, guys. About 3 people jumped up because it's so funny of people jumping. Like, some people think it's a compliment to tell me, "Hey, Bats, I would love for you to be it." Don't tell me that. That feels weird. I don't like that. 2, they've thrown that John David Washington at it, and I'm like, I'm not even the biggest fan of his acting yet. I'm still trying to watch Tenet to see if I like him.
Thank you.
So that's where I'm at with him, dog. So it's like, again, I'm not even here to even give a fuck about fantasy casting. Someone said me some shit with Michael Jai White. Like, stop all of it. Stop the fantasy casting.
Okay.
Stop the bullshit, y'all.
Yeah.
It's just, let's mourn. Let's take a break. Because and like, you know what I mean? Like, because if anybody who ever listens to Fly with Bats first few episodes, first 20, first 50, we had a countdown for Black Panther before anybody even knew who the fuck Black Panther, what the fuck Black Panther was. We had a full-blown countdown. It was like 600 days out. We kept up with the casting on every episode for a good minute. And it might have been longer than that up until it made no sense to, because then the real information was coming out and it started getting big. But it was but that's another reason why I can say that project and Boseman are very dear to my heart, because they're connected to me even first starting podcasting 4 years ago. I had to take that in. Like, that was part of our first episodes of the Black Panther movie countdown. It's coming, y'all. And that was a big thing. You know what I mean? And for us, so I'm always have that part of it, like, just be, close. But welcome to the show, y'all. It's the Reviewing Dat Show, We was able to get a preamble any motherfucking way.
Yay.
3rd time's a charm, bitch.
You're welcome.
You know what I mean? It's that actor guy, Mr. Bass in the building. What's up, y'all?
What's up, guys? It's J.Steel. How y'all doing?
And this is your favorite host, Marty. Marty, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat.
You sure?
I think so.
You didn't sound sure just now.
I wasn't actually. Now that I think about it, I was at the last couple letters and numbers were coming out, and I was like, did you say that right? But I don't know. We gonna cross our fingers and hope so.
Real, man. So we here to talk some down in the valley where the girls get naked.
Yeah.
And we'll talk a little Lovecraft Country. 2 really, really cool Black stories that are like lighting up the motherfucking game right now. But again, I think just right now, Black stories are just killing it. I've been looking at HBO and I'm like, y'all got a little Black here right quick. And it's just, I was looking at how The Chi just had their season finale. I May Destroy You just had the season finale. And like P Valley, I keep calling it Pussy Valley. P Valley about to have it in like 2 episodes. And I'm like, dang, man, why Black shit happened? Now I'm remembering Power's coming back around. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm just so happy that, Black stories just keep on coming. It's like, keep on coming. Lovecraft is only on episode 4, so we still have a whole season of this. So, yeah, man, I'm bucked. I'm bucked about the future.
Me too. Yeah, it seems, I'm sorry, what were you going to say? No, it seems like, that there was a previous plan before, Black became, fashionable in the last couple months or whatever, or to show support and to push all that. Yeah, right.
Because I feel like if we could look at the seed of Black quote unquote becoming fashionable, it starts whenever that Oscar So White shit started.
Okay.
That's what, 2013, something like that.
Oh shit, man.
That was a few years ago, but to me that started the conversation to bring us the hailstorm that we now are getting in 2018, 2019, 2020. You feel me? But I just wanted to note that and pick up your magnificent hat.
Thank you. Yes. Always.
For the people represented by Ari Gold, you know what I mean?
Ari Gold,
everybody. You know.
You gotta love that entourage. I'm telling you. But yeah. it feels like there's a lot of stuff coming, and it's just I don't know. You know, you mentioned HBO, and I forget about I May Destroy You, so I'm like they are a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was feeling like Stars was like the new. Like trying to be the new BET, if you will, still having its own other programming.
Premium
but it's
blackness.
Like, yeah.
I think they were, and I think HBO Max saw that shit, and they said, "Oh yeah," and then we started.
We got something for you.
We got something for you, son. Because I mean, what HBO got? The HBO has the Insecure. They got the May Destroy You. They got the Lovecraft Country. They got I remember Watchmen.
Yes, that's
yeah. You know what I mean? It's like HBO said, "We woke, yawn."
We a little bit of
Where's the breakfast?
Euphoria.
Euphoria, come on. I never watched Room 104, but it's like, son, HBO said that we even got the rights to the Fresh Prince, bitch. We coming. So, hey, I saw Stars mounting its material, but HBO said we're always gonna be HBO, baby.
That's true. You know what I'm saying? You can always depend on HBO. You can always bet on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess I just have this newfound love for Stars, or maybe just a newfound love for like P Valley. I was looking for like a new thing to fall in love with, and that was it. You know, so.
That was a great transition. So let's talk about some P
yeah.
Valley. You hear me? Because we didn't get to talk about it last episode, and you really wanted to, and you was like, "Bitch, for real?"
I did. Yeah.
So the reason, and I'm always laugh because like P Valley, that was one of those joints. That was one of those joints that's been in development for a while. I often tell people that you never know how long it takes for something to get off the ground. Like even with some of Project Power last time, it was shot like years ago, and then it came out. I mean, it was supposed to come out, and they got pushed back, and that's just the nature of the game. And if somebody goes back and listen to me and L Dub Acting While Black episode with Lance Nichols. We spoke about what used to be called Pussy Valley at the time because me and him were both fresh off of auditions for this, and that interview with Lance Nichols might be like a year or two old at this point. And but even when I was talking to him, might have been on my third audition for it over the years. You know what I mean? I'm saying, yeah, and that's something that me and Jake could both speak to because like you were getting auditions for this bitch before I was getting auditions for this bitch. I think you was the first person to tell me.
I got auditions for it before it had a name.
Whoa.
Back when it was just Untitled Couture Hall Project. And I was like, what the hell is this? And it was so funny because I remember back then getting the very first audition. And a couple of my actress friends and buddies was like, girl, I just got this audition for the show. And I declined it so fast. And like out of all of them, I was like, I'm doing it. Like, I'm doing it. I have a problem with it. But
because they're saying nakedness off the
yeah,
dump,
but the
right?
way they had it, they was like graphic nudity, sexual situations, full front, like everything at that time.
Okay.
It was basically saying like prepare
Content
yourself because
upfront.
it's everything. But I'm like, I like the story, so.
It was funny when we watched what it became. It's not as gratuitous as that was being presented at first. For a show called Pussy Valley. That was what it was called at first.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Pussy
Okay.
Valley.
So.
Pussy Valley.
It went from
So when you're
Untitled.
sending y'all sides and stuff, that's
It's
what
a
it
Pussy
is.
Valley, bro.
Pussy
Well,
on
when
it.
she had it was Untitled.
What network was that? Was that a
None. That's the whole thing. I'm
okay,
gonna get to
right.
that in a minute. But what
Okay.
you're saying? What was going on with when you got it?
When I first got it, it was Untitled, and I literally had like 6 or 7 auditions for the same character. A couple of them felt like callbacks, and then at one point, this was years down, like this was like a 3-year period.
3 to 4 year period, y'all.
Yeah, and it's weird because like I've had so many auditions, but I had like 2 in person for this. The rest were self tapes, and then I got them again for the same character from my LA manager once I got her, and I got a little scared because she was like, "Yo," like days after turning, she was like, "You sure you comfortable being naked?" And I was like, "Yeah," and nothing happened. But yeah, like I got connected to the character because of reading so many different scenes and so many different pieces from it. And then I also read for 2 other characters who haven't popped up yet. So that's interesting.
And you said that it was a play at one point, right?
Yes. So Pussy Valley is actually a play written by Couture Hall. It's a play. And apparently somewhere out there you could spoil yourself and go see what happens. Because I accidentally ran across something where it was something about a character, and I was like, no.
But things do change sometimes from what you call it, the teleplay.
And that's what they were saying. They were like, I hope they don't stick to the play with this character because y'all gonna be mad. And I'm like, I hope not either. And I know who the person is, so I'm like,
Don't say we don't want to know.
I'm like, I fucking hope.
But similar things happen on Lovecraft Country. Apparently, like, cause the books have a certain way. A certain character dies in the books much later than they died on Lovecraft Country. So people already saying on Lovecraft Country, like how we were saying, we don't know where it's going. Even the people who read the book are like, well, we don't know where it's going either because they do what the fuck they want. So it's interesting to hear when you talk about with P Valley of, well, it was a play and this shit go down and they might keep it or they might not. Because that's the thing about writers. Tyler Perry will show you, like, if you some writers will keep every single aspect of they play and put it in their fucking movie. And then others would be like, nigga, this is two different things.
Put it in 5 other movies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Stretch it.
I had to say
Stretch it, bitch.
You know, put a little water in, you know what I'm saying? You got no milk, put a little water on it. It's cool.
But when you ask about the title, like they didn't have no at the time they didn't have a network. They were still shopping around.
They kept saying, I remember because I asked, and they kept saying stars. It's possibly stars. Like I remember hearing that.
And I remember.
Okay.
And I
early on like that?
It's on Stars now, though, right?
Yeah.
And I remember the conversation me and Lance Nichols was having of they're not going to ever make it to TV with the title Pussy Valley. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We kept on. I was like, bro. I was like, I don't care how, like, what the story is, what the script is. Y'all not gonna be able to sell Pussy Valley. Like, they're not gonna be able to advertise it because it's like. And from what I'm hearing, they were adamant even to the bone gristle to the very end. And it's almost you can see it on the slick even in the opening credits. They kept Pussy Valley up there, and they make the Ussy go out to be P Valley. So to the very end, they like, this is what I want to call it. This is what my show is. Fuck y'all niggas, you heard me?
This is the compromise I made.
Right, P Valley.
Fair enough.
Hey.
But yeah, I feel like maybe this is Mandela effect, but I feel like I remember when I went in person to Atlanta, they said it was a Stars pitch pilot, something at that point. I feel like, and I could be tripping, I swear at one point I heard BET.
Oh.
I could be wrong, but I swear.
I wouldn't know no pause. I wouldn't
BET, I don't know if it was Plus, but I swear at one
But that's
point,
what I'm about to say. I wouldn't be surprised if
they
was gonna try and do that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they didn't.
I'm happy they didn't either because
I mean, well, would it have been the same show?
Nah, I don't know.
I mean, just on BET Plus, because then that would be a gift for BET Plus.
We don't know. Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna say we don't know because like I like usually I do my nerd shit and go into the interworkings and find out everything about someone I'm watching and shit. So like I don't know how involved is Stars in their show because if Stars is involved in their show in any way, then it wouldn't be the same show because there's something else that company is doing that helps facilitate it. But if it's just them just doing this shit and they circle and they shit,
I feel,
you know,
and I say this respectfully. There's nothing wrong with this if this is the case, and it's probably not. But I feel like Stars has a policy of, you know, are they on time? Did they meet the schedule? Did they meet the budget? Okay, cool.
We good.
Yeah, we good. Let's let them work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like they have a.
I would hope so.
It just feels as though with all of their shows, and then they have 5 more of them. I just feel like they have a tendency to just kind of give a little bit more freedom maybe than most.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that, but that's.
I mean, I don't know. I hope it's like that. One thing I've been saying when I watched this show is, man, how come no one thought to do something like this sooner? Like, it's a strip club story. You have something for everybody on adults, but you know if you're a man, we get to see some gorgeous naked women. If you're a woman, female protagonist. As both man and woman, there's stories here that you could be like, I'm relationships or job. There's literally something for everybody. Whether you go to the most superficial is I get to see titties to the most depth of the most depth. Look at this relationship between this LGBT relationship that is like. With 2 characters that you wouldn't normally see on television. Like, we got layers and we got bullshit, and it all kind of be working. So it's like, I'm like, damn, no one else thought about this money? You heard me?
Speaking of Mandela effect, and you know, we know you're so young that you don't remember anything.
Yeah, I'm a
It's fine.
child.
Yeah,
I'm a weird child. Who is, I don't even know who that is.
Anyway,
I wasn't born.
you know what?
I named my penis that recently. What you saying?
Oh, wow. Man, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Speaking of Mandela effect, do y'all remember? Well, of course you won't.
I don't.
Do you maybe possibly remember when the Players Club came out? That at some point Ice Cube was pitching a TV show.
Yep.
Idea. You
You're
do
right,
remember that?
you're right.
Remember when
Yep,
Soul
I'm
Food
tripping.
became a hit?
Yeah, the
don't remember
series,
Soul Food,
and then they
so-
thought. So
No,
come to think of it, might have been a
I'm not gonna say what I was
time.
about to say.
It might be a time thing. It probably just was. No one wanted to touch it.
It might have been. Yeah, fair enough.
'Cause-
I feel like it would have been
But still, we're
much
talking
more tamer
premium.
than what we get. Yeah, like a Showtime kind of thing is what I was expecting. But I still feel like I feel like the standards and practices were different back then. But I feel like it would have just been a tamer show.
No.
If they tried to do it back then.
Here go the
Would've been
real, my nigga.
different.
Yeah.
Here go the real, my nigga. It would have been a worse show.
Yeah, it would have been so bad.
Because
I've never
the
seen
word
the
I was
Players
trying to
Club,
do.
but I could imagine that it was kind of.
Oh, you
No,
suck.
no,
I hate your guts.
I've never seen it.
This is what I'm gonna say. Players Club is a hood classic, right?
Yeah.
And and like once again, it's one of those early times of telling us the strip club story. But I feel like this does such a much better job because we have a female director and writer, so it doesn't have that quote unquote that male gaze on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You have a woman because there's certain things in the show that I'm like, man, like I can see a woman picked up on that to be presented. We got one scene where Mercedes is upside down when the music drop, freaking stripping, and all you doing is hearing. They're like, that's some
Right,
straight
yeah.
from her perspective shit, and very few male directors would have even thought to think that. You heard
Yeah.
me? Like, there's certain things, and I'm like, nah. If Ice Cube would have made the Players Club show, there's certain I feel like intimate things about some of these more female characters that we wouldn't have gotten. It would have been more about what was going on with Jamie Foxx and them and shit. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
and then we talking late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been still a hit. I'm telling you, still been a hit show
People would've watched it.
people definitely was gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But I feel like we would have lost something. I feel like we would have lost something that we have now. And this by no
Yeah.
means, and I will say this is no means a perfect show. I like the show, but I see the bullshit too, so we could get into it too.
Oh, really? Okay. All right, fair enough. I don't know. I got my love goggles on.
Feel it. Let
for
me
the
know
most
what you're
part,
saying.
for this show. Yeah, no, just the whole thing, man. So this whole thing kind of, so my experience with it pre-watching, I think maybe like 3 or 4 episodes were out before I actually watched it, and you know the word about it was real good. I tried to stay away from the most of it, so I had very vague details. I knew it had to do with a strip club. I was like, P Valley. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if P Valley stands for pussy?
Oh, that was a joke to yourself.
But I was like in my head before I
It
seen it, I was like,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
wouldn't
so
it?
you're such a
Right.
smart guy, Marty.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we all think, great
So
minds
smart.
think alike. So I didn't have any real ideas about the show, so I click on it after a friend of mine. I can't remember who the last person was, but I was like, I just said run into everybody saying P Valley, P Valley, P Valley, P Valley, and then the last person said it, and I was like, God damn it! If one more person tells me about this show before I watch it, so I just sat down and watched it and just like fell in love with it, and then I was like, well, okay, I got a couple episodes here. I'm just gonna sit on those because I don't know how y'all gonna move, the rest of the way. But right now, y'all got all of my attention. You had my curiosity, and now you absolutely have my attention. So I don't wanna eat this, and then I'm like sitting here week to week like a chucklehead. And of course, here I am now sitting
Chuckle,
here
Mr.
week
Chuckle.
to week like
Yeah.
a chucklehead.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
But yeah.
Mr. Reactions, P
I just-
Valley.
What?
Oh no, I was just saying, what were your initial reactions to P
Oh,
Valley?
okay.
What'd you think?
I'm biased because, like I said, I read like a bunch of the scenes of just the first.
Oh, you didn't tell us what character it was you auditioned.
Oh,
for.
yeah.
I want to try to. Well, you know.
Can we get? Oh, I
I
can
want
guess.
you to guess.
Okay. I don't. No, wait. I'm the reason I'm laughing. The reason I'm laughing is because, like, there's a character that the character I'm thinking is light skinned. I'm like, should I just? Is that fair to just be like, that'd be the first one? But
I think in the film industry, it's absolutely
It's
fair.
so
it's fair. Oh, okay, cool, fair enough. Autumn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
for crazy ass Autumn. So I went into it biased as fuck because, like I said, like I already felt the vibe of it. I was connected with it. Like, oh my god, if something happened with this would be amazing. So my whole thoughts on it is I love it, and it was like bomb, especially with the first episode, to see all those things that like I remembered, and see how they did. And I'm like, damn, I really love this shit. So I don't have nothing like bad to say, but I will. Right. My initial thoughts is that sometimes, and I know it's hard, some of the accents and then some of the ways and some of the things that they give me sometimes from a writing standpoint, I'm like, why did y'all do that? Like, but little things here and there. And honestly, it was probably like the last episode before last, really. And the one before that, where they had a couple of things where I was like, what the fuck? But overall, I love the story. I love the characters. I like Autumn. I love Mercedes. I love Mississippi.
Yes.
I love Diamond. I love Diamond.
All the women love Diamond.
I love Diamond.
Wait, remind me.
Big swole Drake looking motherfucker.
Big swole Drake. Oh yeah. Everybody fucking.
People say he's what Drake wants to look like. That's what they've been saying. That's what Drake thinks he looks like. They've been banging on Drake since Diamond came out.
The only fiction I feel in this entire show is the fact that like every woman that comes near him isn't throwing themselves on him. Like that's the only fiction I believe in. It's just Mississippi. Don't get me wrong, I like Mississippi, but like, is it just like this is?
And she ain't real. And the thing is, she thought him action. Really, but she thought him action more based off of him being a sweet guy than him being fine, good looking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but let you see something. Any woman that speaks on this show, they bring up this nigga, and ain't nobody was like,
he's so fine, and I feel like he just happened to be fine because I remember. Going back to when I was reading stuff, like his character came up in a bunch of scenes and seeing how they did. I'm like, so that's how y'all gonna do it? That's Diamond? Oh, okay. I like this show.
And which makes you go to casting. See, when she said this, when she read it, in her mind, Diamond might have been...
He was not fine.
A regular looking nigga.
Just
but when you throw the element of making him not only a good looking nigga, but that's interesting for you to say that, because let's say Diamond was described to be, mid-30s, round the way guy, right? And then I don't know who do we all know? Let's see. Devin comes to mind when you say that. You know what I mean? Let's say regular dudes, you feel me? And then you see the motherfucker, and they went with like, you know what I mean? Some way, damn, you want some kind of thug looking. You went a whole different direction than what I was reading. Not saying Devin couldn't have killed it. Devin type couldn't kill it, but then when you go with a whole nother type in a position that you would think was going to be here, I think it adds another element. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like in a weird way casting against type in a remix, if that makes sense. It's like, okay, y'all wrote this for this person to be a square, but then you got a nigga that don't look square, but he's still filling that role. And he's still swagging it, but something about him naturally just ain't square. So it's like, he doing all this shit that's written here, but just that person's natural sensibilities and stimuli is just like, no, but that's, I think, what's working for it. Because he's also Jason Bourne. When he kicking it, when he kicked the nigga, I said, he don't kung fu. Yeah. Okay, but
right.
Another thing about the show, this is like, for me, since I read a lot of shit, it's gotten mixed reactions around the board. Yeah. There's some people who absolutely love it. Yep. There's some people who absolutely hate it. There's some critics. There's some critics that absolutely love it. And some it's one of those shows. I say it's the new Power for me, because whenever I talk to people, it's like some people hate Power. I love Power. Yeah. You know what I mean? And even though I understand,
you only watch the first season, I understand when you hate it.
But even still, but Power is a show that I continue to watch and continue to like while being very aware of its flaws. It's like watching Empire. I hate when people put Power and Empire together. It's so different, but Empire had the same thing with it, specifically this first couple of seasons of flawed but charming. And that's where this show falls for me as a person that's a filmmaker, a writer, and actor as well. Like what Jay said, they got parts in this dialogue. Well, she didn't say dialogue. She said right. But for me, they got parts in this dialogue.
That's what I meant too, though. I'm sorry.
Some of that dialogue, I'd be like, the fuck? Rough. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, but then there's times where it's just great. You know what I mean? There's times, they giving Uncle Clifford a couple of monologues. I'm like, okay, Uncle Clifford, you better give him one of his. You hear me? It's like, so, but there's rough patches. It's one of those things of, I feel like the story is better than the script sometimes.
Facts.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
I think the charm of the actors at times is even better than the acting.
Yeah, I don't think there's... minus the brothers who with the casino deal or whatever, minus them, like, because I don't know, they don't really have the opportunity to do very much, and I'm okay with that. But everybody elevates, their role. Everybody who's spoken has basically just, I don't know.
Each one of those characters could have easily been way worse, like on paper. Because like what you're saying, you know what I mean? Because when I'm looking at like a character like Lil Murder, bro, that actor is killing it. And the thing is, I knew he was killing it when I'm watching him, son. And I'm watching it and I'm like, where did you find this Mississippi nigga at? You hear me? Right. You have to go to his man IMDb and see, no, he's an actor.
He's a regular.
So that made me go back and be respected even more because all his little isms and shit he do, I'll be like, and the heart that he's brought to this character that you just be feeling for this nigga, but he like the thug nigga and shit. And it's just so much that they've done. I'm like, bro, they created one with this, but again, that actor elevated it because he could have easily been one note if he could have. Even though the writing made him in the position they put him in that made him not one note, he could have been even presented. There's certain things behind the kid's eyes sometimes that you be like, damn, Murder, I kind of want to give you a hug, son. You know what I mean? I see you going through it. And that sometimes is without anything you're saying, And Mercedes, you bring her up. She's one in particular, like when the show first started, I was like, this lady about to steal this show. Like, because, you start from Autumn's perspective, so you feel like Autumn must be the main character. But Autumn as a character didn't click for me for episodes. Like, she was the most boring one. I'm like Mercedes is the most interesting. Mercedes is the most interesting. You wonder what's going on with Mississippi. Lil Murder's cool. Uncle Clifford. You know what I mean? You got all these other motherfuckers. You got the red chick. You know what I mean? She's just going through something, I guess, whatever.
Yeah, they're like, they kind of giving you little bitty breadcrumbs here and there, like spoon feeding you here. It's like, you don't get a lot.
And of all the actors, she was the least charming.
And that's interesting because she's supposed to be the main character.
Well, she was
her story.
She was the least charming, and the story wasn't grabbing me as much as Mercedes. Like all these other dynamic characters, She started clicking lately for me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I feel like they're like like mystery only kind of works for so long, and like for her for a while it felt they were just more so playing the mystery of it. Like there was a kid, then there was, well, what's going on? What's the?
I feel like it's her. I don't want to sound shady. I feel like it's her too.
Oh, okay.
I feel like she's beautiful. I think she's killing it. She's bomb. But I feel like somebody else, a different actress, it would have been. Yeah. Not supposed to hate, hate her, but like she's very cold. She gives off this energy where it's like, absolutely right. I don't give a fuck what you're going through. What's going on with these women in this club? I kind of don't fucking like you, bitch. I hope something happens to you. You're sneaky. She got a sneaky face. She's very sneaky. Like, you know how some people faces like they can't help it. She just got like a. I'm sorry.
No, but no, I know. No,
I know exactly what you're saying.
That's exactly what I was about to say. That's my issue with her, dog, because with what you just said, right? Yeah. Another actor, and once again, it doesn't take away from what she's doing. She ain't sucking. You feel me? But it goes back to what we say about casting and intangibles. Like that Diamond character. If I got cast in that Diamond role, I wouldn't have the same effect that guy has. For better or for worse. I ain't even just talking about with the ladies. I mean, just generally, like, when you put up another human being, it's like we talk about the Black Panther recasting. We put another human being in a role. Other things that don't have nothing to even do with talent will be affected. That's why cast is so important, because us as watchers, we're being affected by how they look, how they feel, who they might remind me of. All these other things are playing a part. And that goes back to what I say about charm. Some people are naturally more charming. As an actress, like what Jay's saying, she's not technically doing nothing wrong. She's doing her job. What we always say, do I believe her? Yeah, I believe her. Everything's going okay. But I know another actress with a little bit more, like, this is naturally more interesting to look. Like, some people are just more interesting to look at. Some people, I'm not even saying no pretty shit. I mean,
right.
You know what I mean? Some actors, you just
have a watchable quality about them. And she...
Pause. I want to connect. Your boy from Lovecraft Country got that. Jonathan Majors.
He does.
Yeah.
He's just very interesting.
He has an old man face, but he is so fucking interesting.
But see what I'm saying? He's one of those actors
He's a very attractive
that
man,
can say nothing.
He's got an old face.
He can say nothing, and you'll still be wondering, like, we all watch plays. There's certain actors that be on stage, and even when they ain't saying shit, you be like, what's going on with that person? Something about them I like. And for whatever reason, the person who plays Alerica, who plays Autumn Night, there's a piece of that lacking on screen, at least in the way that she presents. As far as I know, she might get another role and be the most funny, dynamic, crazy motherfucker ever with actors. But the way that she interprets Autumn, she has such a mystery about her, and most likely it's on purpose. You know what I'm saying? But it was just a bit, I guess, off-putting to both me and Jay, because it's like, because Mercedes, she has a certain mystery going on too, where we ain't know what's going on with her and her kids and all this other shit. But that lady, she just fire on screen, man.
Yeah.
In the first episode or two, she was kind of rough, even acting-wise, so you could tell she was still trying to keep the accent and everything, but who gave a fuck, because she was just dynamic and charming. It was like, fuck any slip-ups, or fuck your accent, or fuck some of the dumbass shit they have you say like Skrilla 25 times. You're doing it. You're so great. Like, it's like, okay.
Honestly, like, speak of Mississippi, I was thinking the last episode when it started, I was like, how have I been sleeping on you this whole time? I was like, now you've really been kind of killing it this entire way, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I didn't.
Someone Mississippi?
Yeah, she's been killing it the whole way for me. I don't know. For me, I thought fair enough. I know. Okay.
Oh no.
But what I want to say, no, I wanted to jump in before about something else though. No. So your girl, for me, she has like resting bitch face.
Yes.
Okay, cool, great, we agree.
Stank face.
Yes, resting stank face.
Like she smelled something bad.
Yeah,
and it follows her around the whole time.
Yeah, it's like she was cursed.
Yeah.
Stinky. Yeah, I don't know, man. She's and she's kind of leaning. I feel like that's sort of like what's your style of acting, or what's your approach for this role? And I feel like stank face is the approach that she chose.
It's stuff like that.
You know.
That again, it makes me so curious about what happens in casting from beginning to end. Like, because again, no shade. Like, there's so many different ways they could have gone, and she's a person that she don't. If you look at her resume, it's not a whole lot. So it's like, what made y'all make that choice?
I think it's the same thing we're speaking of. Because one thing I will say about her, she has presence.
Yeah.
Like. She has this presence. She like that mystique of she has a mystique that makes you curious about her. But again, she's not charming enough to make me care for long enough when she opens her mouth. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to say just shut up, but I'm saying like if that lady walk in the room, I'm instantly like, damn, what's up with her? All right, what's up with her though? Okay, I still don't know what's up with her. Okay, I'm looking, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mercedes coming in the room is like, what's up? And within a few seconds, you already kind of see what's up with her. I see what's up with her. Ha ha, fucks with her. You know what I mean? It's two different things, you know? So, right. Yeah, man. But as far as the show goes, at times it's rough, writing-wise. But it's still entertaining. It's still very interesting. And the characters are so, like, rich to me. You know what I mean? Like, we can go to Uncle Clifford and Little Murder in them, even to the illegitimate white boy in the family. Corbin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We could talk about them, or we can, like I said, we can go to the women, like, you know, from Gidget to freaking Mississippi. And I think you said
everybody got their own
world in a way. And you was talking about that you felt like you were sleeping on Mississippi.
Yeah, I did. I felt like just because of the. Yeah, by the time we got to the last episode, I was just kind of playing a lot of the stuff back, and I was just like, yeah, you know what, I've just kind of felt like I've been sleeping on you from the beginning. You've been hitting it, but like I feel like every pilot episode sort of has like a lot of mystery and stuff, and it's like it's cool to kind of play that, but I feel like in a show, mystery is only good for so long. Yeah. Like it's about unfolding what these layers are and unpacking that shit at some point, and it's like if we don't, then it's kind of like, if we kind of play, like almost to like what they did in The Chi with the old girl, like being kidnapped for so long, and then that whole window of, well, is she alive or is she not alive?
Yeah.
Did they kill the girl off?
And somebody people was wondering that for the longest, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just like you can only prolong in a show those things for so long.
Yeah.
And
I think they were unfolding it, but they weren't unfolding interesting things.
Yeah. No, they just kept spoon feeding us the same information over and over again, just in a new artsy stylized flick. Don't get me wrong, shout out, the shit is dope, but it's just not any new information. Yeah. It almost feels like filler to an extent, you know.
I think you nodded your head when he said something.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say that's how I felt about Autumn's whole storyline. Like, I don't remember which episode it was, but at a point I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, can we have something? Because at a point I started getting kind of frustrated. Like, all right, what you doing? Like, I care, but I kind of starting not to care as much. Like, what's up with you? So I'm happy that they gave us. I mean, it's almost over now, so they had to give us more. But there was definitely a point with her storyline where I got frustrated. And I was like, I love this show, but I'm going to need a little more because it's getting kind of exhausting.
Because fuck her romance, honestly, for me.
Fuck that
I was kind of confused about her money hustle. I was confused about her money hustle for a good minute. But it was like a lot going on. And I think it's funny when you say filler. I think that's the reason you might have been feeling like you were sleeping on Mississippi. Because
but
anybody that follows me know I'm a fan of how she looked. Mississippi fine as fuck. Like, she look good.
I agree with that too.
Damn.
Well, you know what the thing is? I fell into the trap of the show telling me she ain't all that.
But no,
but I'm like, you know,
this is what I'm saying. When you actually watch it, is I feel like they've given her hints of the cool depth, but then they give her filler shit to do too that can distract you at times from the work that they do with her character ep to ep. Because ep to ep, you know what I mean, even where you see her relationship flourishing with Lil Murder, they keep on going to what's going on with her abusive ass boyfriend. And they got these things, and you still got a situation with Diamonds. Like when you list it off, you're like, damn, like she got all these things going on with her. But like they only like, it's almost like we're saying with all of them, they only really peel it in the interesting direction every so often. They're ever doing fuck shit otherwise, and then they peel something interesting. Like, okay, give me more of that, but they're not giving me enough. But you want, at least they want more. It still makes you want more. She hasn't gone into the territory of uninteresting, but I can see how you can miss some shit with her because she gets fluffed too.
She gets, and I forget, dang, you had me thinking of another point there, but that's what it was. It was like the layers are almost like peeling bananas with her, but peeling like one piece very fucking slowly. And it's just like, there are other shows out there that, and then also this is the first season, so I forgive a lot in the first season. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like a show really gets their legs in their second season or beyond, you know? So I'm forgiving about that, but it's like, I feel like there are a ton of shows out there that hit you a lot rapider, with a little more rapid fire. And this one, you know what I'm saying? It's hit. I don't know. Right now it's hitting because, I mean...
got 2 episodes left now.
Well, they got 2 episodes left. But so now we're at a point now where there's so much shit at play that it's like, oh man, this is almost Shakespearean. Y'all got like all of these sort of factions going. But it's like if one faction wins, a whole lot of people on the other side lose. But if this side wins, a whole lot of people on the other side lose.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone's intertwined with each other too, making backdoor deals and shit.
Yeah.
And... it's just, it got real interesting this last episode. I was just like, well, damn, now that we have all this stuff at play, I'm like, man, it's really, the scope of it started to me so small, and it's grown into this whole thing that's like engrossing the entire Chuckalisa.
Yep.
You know? But it's, anyway, it's interesting. I like where we are now, and to know that there are like 2 episodes left where I kind of feel like if they wanted to, they could maybe do one more episode. You know what I'm saying? The way they're building up. Well, we could lose the Pank tomorrow. But, and it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'll
don't get me wrong. I there's nothing wrong with the way that they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. It's just, because don't get me wrong. They only give me 2 more, but I'll take 5.
But that's my thing. I was about to say, like, a writer can do anything to me.
Word. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree with
we
that.
don't know how they're telling their story. So like you said, if a writer needed to, they probably could in the next episode. If a writer needed to, they probably could put 10 more. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations of, since we don't know where it's going and they do, I'm just trusting the director, the storyteller to tell a story, and that's going to end up. Because no matter what, it's a series, so it's going to end with a cliffhanger. We ain't about to have full resolution. We're just only going to get to resolute enough. You know what I mean? And I laugh about it like, when the story first started, Mercedes was talking about she out of here. And I'm like, ain't no way on a stripper show the main character about to not be stripping no more.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're really about to watch how she about to keep on stripping. Good. And what you say we get to what's going on with Uncle Clifford, he might be losing the Pank. Ain't no way on the first season of the strip show is the main strippers club gonna be gone. Like, so we don't know how, but we know he gonna save it some kind of way.
Happen.
I don't know how, but I want to get to what you're saying about scope of because now we have Andre Tennessee accent having as with his uncle Isaiah Washington, who. Can we speak on Isaiah Washington for a minute?
If you want to open up this bag, man, I am hungry for some chips or some tea or whatever.
A bag of tea gonna eat a bag of tea.
Yo, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Shush now. Yes.
Let that man eat his tea. Let that man eat his tea.
I'm a deep fried though. That's how.
Fuck Isaiah Washington.
Yeah.
And I'm saying fuck Isaiah Washington from the most heartbreaking, broken place. I feel like a girlfriend that got dumped when I look at Isaiah Washington. I've told the story many times before, dog. When I was a young kid, the first time I saw Clockers, nigga, he shined on screen in a way that like inspired me. So I felt like I saw me on screen, this dark skinned, intense motherfucker, and I'm like, damn, but he's eloquent. You know what I mean? He was so fucking well written and so well spoken. I'm like, man, this young nigga gon' kill the fucking game. Like I just had my high hopes. I fucking set a hat on Isaiah Washington. Like, damn, this man's amazing. Then he got on Grey's Anatomy and fucked it up being fucking homophobic.
Everything. He just did everything.
Then he comes back after years. They gave his career another shot because why? He's an amazing actor, so you want to give his career another shot. He's like the new Jason Mitchell or some shit. Let's give him another shot. You hear me? He gets on Grey's Anatomy again. Fucks it up again. Now he's fired again. So you got put off a show twice, and then he got
fired twice from
twice on Grey's Anatomy because he said some stupid shit, and the writer said, "Let's get you out of here, nigga." So after being twice removed from your same show and now becoming a big star, I thought you was gonna still be, my nigga. You let us know that you're a whole Trump right wing, anti-black, fucking extreme. Not extremist. What's the word? Elitist ass motherfucker. And I'm like, damn, son. So like, you just suck as a person. You're such an amazing talent, and you just a suck ass human being apparently.
Yeah, very sucky. Fuck him.
That hurts my feelings, and that's why it's so great that he's the villain on the show.
Yeah, because I hate him. He's the one character that I felt like.
Hold up, Marty's checking to see if his car's.
We on it.
But while you up, see if we still roll it.
Yes. Sorry about that. Yes.
Because it's been too funny, son. We just talking, and then Marty like, what happened to your other host? He checked out.
What the hell happened to him?
There's shots outside. What you were saying? You said you hated this guy.
I was saying he's the one character that if he got shot, I wouldn't be mad.
Wait, which one?
Isaiah Washington. I love the mayor on the show.
Second.
No, I love him. He's like, you need a bad guy like that.
No, you need a bad. He doing it well because I hate him. Stupid ass.
Sleazy. I wouldn't want him off the show. Keep him on the show and keep him in that role. He's never gonna be anyone I'm ever cheer for because I'm always think, you fucking ugh. But playing a villain, my nigga, it all works for me because he's still using that talent for good.
I can't argue
He's using
with
his evil for good.
But in their storyline, they're trying to bring the casino, him and his godson who's fucking with Autumn. And Autumn, she's trying to get her situation, but she's going through a shit with a psycho-ass ex-husband. We got the Pink and Uncle Clifford, and he about to lose his shit. And shouts out to Loretta Devine. Nice fucking guest star.
That was bomb.
Great guest star spot
really
with Loretta
good.
Devine.
Yeah,
and so, he's going through his shit with, his grandma giving him his club. His club is in debt. The club about to be auctioned off. And the nigga, Isaiah Washington, on the government side, needs this whole thing to be gone for this casino deal to go through. But on Uncle Clifford's side, man, I got all these people that I'm responsible for. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Are we gonna throw all these strippers on the street? We gonna throw my Big L on the street? You know what I mean? They got people who who at the bottom rungs of society. Some of us, and some of us just need to come up. That like you really throwing us out here, and this is all we got. Like one thing Uncle Clifford often says, nigga, I've graduated so many hoes to be better than they thought they could be because they needed this respite, this stop point, like that chick that worked for Isaiah Washington, and they show that that's a real thing. Of this might have been a stopgap, but this for some people is a necessary and needed stopgap. Don't just write people and human beings off, and that's a cool thing about the show too. Humanizing. I often say I love stories that tell stories that tell it from the perspective of people that society tell you to write off. You know what I mean? And they humanizing these people because that's what it always is. So you got all this shit with Uncle Clifford, and what you say about seeing the scope, you really see it when he goes to all these people trying to save his club. Because then you see, damn, the Corbin thing with all that, with the white boys. And you see, you got the beef with the mayor and Andre is in love with Autumn. And then you see, you still got your amazing love story with Lil Murder. I could let you speak to that because that's one of, like, the most unique things on the whole show. Like, when you first watch that blossoming, you're like, what y'all doing here?
Yeah, they have two gay men. One is female presenting and one is...
And Lil Murder not gay.
Oh, in real life?
No. The character's not gay is what I'm saying. Oh. Because from the jump, he like, I'm Lil Murder. I murdered everything. You know what I mean? That's what he said from the jump. He's like, I swing my stick wherever it goes.
So in that case, he would be pansexual.
Yeah, I think murder pan.
Pansexual or demisexual.
Maybe bi.
Sapiosexual, something like that. He don't care.
Yes,
He said, I like you. I don't give a fuck what you got.
we gonna just call him queer. Little murder queer.
That's fair. I like that too, because that's a relationship like, y'all talk about this, something like this possibly me made in the early 2000s. That would not have been a thing.
Nah.
You know, and I appreciate that. Like, I love that black queer people could see that and see themselves. Like, see that shit and it's normalized and it's not this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So their whole relationship, like, I love it. And at a point, like, you don't even start to look at it like, oh, it's two people that fucking like each other. Period.
Yeah.
Which is how it should be.
Clifford would be a stereotype cliche if it was made in the 90s or the early
really
2000s. He would not be nowhere near as layered and complex as they've given. And the actor is murdering this role. I just got to keep saying that. All the depth, would not be there. Not in the 90s.
Nah, not at all.
Not early 2000s. Not Ice Cube show. I'm not saying that Ice Cube is intolerant. I just don't see Ice Cube making the show. That would have had Uncle Clifford being one of the main freaking draws. The way this man, every scene looks different. Have you not noticed this?
Yeah, I know.
Every episode. Every time you see Uncle Clifford on your screen, he is dressed differently.
That's another thing I want to say too. Going back to all the audition shit. Uncle Clifford, when I read it, I thought he was going to be like a masculine presenting pimp nigga. So to see that, I was like, I like how y'all did that. Because the way it came up, I was like, oh, Lord, this old misogynistic ass.
And maybe, but that go back to what we were saying about the human being. Maybe that's what it originally was. Like you said for Diamond. Diamond, they probably thought they wanted this. And then that nigga came in, they said, you know what? Let's roll the dice and go with that. Because like casting directors have told me a few times sometimes we just throw you in shit just because it's a wild card pick. And directors sometimes want to go with the wild card pick because many times in casting, them niggas don't know what they want. They think they know an idea what they want, and then human beings start entering, and then they don't know what the fuck they want. Then they just get a feeling, and then they go with their feeling, and that feeling can be different on any different day. Imagine if they did think they was going to go with a pimp type, masculine, presenting. I'm so happy they did it. And then, you know what I mean, maybe this guy walked in or wouldn't random, someone might have just given him an idea, well, what if we just went this, whatever, and then that whole door
I like
open.
it because that's so overdone with stripper, dancer movies and shows is the misogynistic, pimp ass, nasty ass, greasy ass owner, manager. Like, I'm so happy.
He they mama.
Yeah.
Clipper really they mama. And it's a beautiful thing. Like, and it's set, and his family. It's a definite family. The way he was even first presented in the shadow, like they gave that man an interest in everything, bro.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, I loved every minute of it. I wanted to jump on something you were saying. You had me thinking about something, or at least reminded me of an idea I had. I thought Lil Murder. You said it was good for the image and stuff, and I was like, I thought like, yo, they gonna kill you, Lil Murder. Lil Murder. When they find out, you gonna die, and.
Wasn't that what you were saying?
Yeah, I'm still afraid.
We watched the last episode and she just kept saying the murder gonna get killed. She keeps saying that.
The way they did it, I was like, yo, something bad. I still have that energy that
I feel you.
He might not make it. I don't know. I don't think he gonna. Because that would do so much, and then that would do stuff to old boy. I don't know if he gonna make it.
The more they like, the closer they got, I was just like, oh man, like just in the like those beginning stages was like, no, this is real. Then he brought the nigga home to me, Loretta Devine. I was like, oh fuck, nigga, you is dead. You ain't gonna make it. And then his boy catches him coming back from the car, little thing, which was so fucking dope. I was like, that's cool. Anyway,
what was cool?
That nigga was
what you saying is cool?
Oh, I'm sorry. The cool part was how he did the lights and stuff like that. Is that something y'all seen before?
The romantic thing.
Yeah,
so
I've never
cute.
seen that before.
I've
I thought that was dope.
I love that.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. I thought his boy, when he came from the shadows, was gonna kill him.
I thought so too. I was preparing myself. I was like, he about to shoot him.
Yeah.
Because like how he was getting ready. This is my big performance, final night. Got my outfit. I was like,
but why would his partner who making money off him shooting him?
I don't know. That's the thing I couldn't like make work in my head. But I was just like,
my thing was my eyes been on, and this is my bias. I auditioned for the nigga Pico that got his ass whooped by Lil Murder, and we haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
So and they said his name in the studio once, because I'm only remember the shit because I auditioned for it. You know what I'm saying? So I kept on thinking, okay, He whooped that nigga ass, and that nigga Pico ain't been seen since. So if somebody wanted to catch him slipping, I didn't think it would be the deep voice nigga. That nigga voice deep as fuck.
His voice is you don't expect it to come out of him. It's like a demon.
I felt like that guy was gonna do kind of like with exactly what he did, which was tell him like you got to keep that under wraps. And a piece of me during and the way the actor played it for a second, I'm like, nigga, dude, you got a crush on Lil Murder?
Yeah, the way there was a moment where I was like, he's about to be like, cause I love you.
Dude,
yeah, like,
I felt that for a second, bro. Thug in love. We had a Boondocks moment coming.
I kind of wanted it though. That would be bomb. Queer love triangle.
Gee, I thought he was about to be on one like that, but I never thought he was gonna pull the trigger. But I did that feeling you have of danger around Lil Murder coming. I understand what y'all feeling. It's just like you said, like y'all just don't y'all know how to work it. None of us don't know how to work that out yet. Right. Like I said, he beat this nigga up, but that nigga to come up and fuck up his night made more sense to me. Because a lot of y'all probably forgot that dude even existed.
I forgot. I should have fucked it.
I only remember because I auditioned for a bitch.
But no. It makes sense though. It's like, but I feel like you would have had him in the back of your mind as a writer watching this mug anyway. It's like, yeah, you auditioned for it, but like you still would have been the one nigga like, don't forget about it.
Because not only because he got his ass whooped because they said his name again one time, and I was like, oh, they said Pico name again. I remember Pico. So it's like that just made me go Pico coming back. If I was them, or
it makes sense.
Like Shade, if I was Cassie, would have definitely come back.
Shade.
Very much.
But what else? What else we can speak on this show, man? What is that? I don't know. Like I feel like we covered most of it. One thing I want to say is I wish we would have gone home with Mississippi at this point. Like her home is coming to us lately with the boyfriend.
I want to see more
but
of her life.
because it's too much of just, and I love the chemistry she's having with Lil Murder. I love their dynamic. I'm kind of confused. I don't know if it's just a brother sister thing going, or we setting up a triangle at some point, because it'd be a weird triangle given the fact she's already in a triangle. But so I'm hoping it's just a brother sister connection happening with them, because they're fun together, dog. Yeah, and that storyline opened up the fact of, okay, she's smart. Like she's not just. Like, I love, like, watching, that one scene when they had the juxtapose between the sex scene of the murder and
her dancing.
And Clifford and her dancing. That was one of the most genius things in my life where I saw it as a visual artist. Because I was like, y'all some motherfuckers. Because there might be some people that might be off-put about a gay scene. But it's juxtaposed between this fine-ass chick strip.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
So it's like, you can't, you nigga, no, we're like, normalizing, bitch.
They told us we could do it,
they
told us we could do it, but what we really gonna do is fuck with y'all.
Yep. So if you got some problems with this scene, you gotta watch it, because at the end of the day, for both storylines, they were capping them off. That was a big moment for Lil Murder and Clifford to have sex with each other. That was a big moment for Mississippi, because it's funny when I see her, I'm like, this is bad, this fine woman, but she didn't really feel herself until that scene when the people, like, I'm like, Mercedes was that bitch and she just this bad bitch in the back, like, well, I'm just, pretty or whatever. No, with that scene, like, you saw her coming to her own. And another scene I thought was cool was when she looks out at people and she sees the likes. Like it's social media. Mm-hmm. I thought that shit was so like expertly shown. Yeah. Like again, they do a lot of cool things visually.
That's what I wanted. Well, I don't remember if I said that before, but basically her like how I was like, I've been sleeping on you, is because you're right. Just what you just said. Like she wasn't feeling herself, and her whole body language changed after that, and it's just like it started moving different. It's like, oh. You was playing possum before. That was acting. You was
But not even just.
I see what we doing.
But let's go to the psychology.
What?
She's a freaking. She's being abused currently. Mm-hmm. So that does something to the self-esteem. That does something to the mental. You know what I mean? Right. And the way to strip, like finding herself in a way is necessary, because that's another thing that they've been prolonging. That I need some cap soon. How many times gonna see this girl with these bruises everywhere? Like every episode, this motherfucker is bruised up. I need my payoff of this nigga getting his ass whipped or something going down soon. Like that's to me is the shy Keisha got kidnapped.
I thought that was gonna happen this episode. That Diamond was gonna beat his ass.
I agree.
I thought it was coming.
Wait, pause though. Beautiful scene between her and Diamond though. Mississippi and Diamond though, where they was like close and they didn't kiss. I kept on saying don't have them. Like it was just like, and then they did kiss. I think. Am I tripping? They never kissed. They got so close, and that's how beautiful it was. It was so intimate, and I felt like they kissed. It's like,
I know, yeah.
Come
you
on,
walk away with that feeling. Yeah.
You hear me? But I need a payoff with that part soon.
Yeah.
Because
I forgive that because I feel like they do have a lot of other stuff at play, and that if we. I don't know. If the more time we give to that, we'll have to take away from something else. But then again, I'm like, well, you could take away from the nothing you're giving us with Autumn.
But now we got something.
But now we got something. It's too late now.
Yeah, her ex back, and now everything. Now she's very interesting. I'm like, I'm scared for you right now.
Yeah, no,
literally.
But I'm like, you shot him, and then you went into a room with him again.
I had problems with that. I was
on.
like. Cause see, for me, it was a choice because you gotta remember too, she's hiding her real identity from all of these motherfuckers.
True.
So I feel like that's why she didn't be saying like, girl, like nah, cause it's like then you gotta do all this explaining. Everybody gonna be like, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? I feel like only Uncle Clifford is the only who kind of knows that she bullshit and who the fuck she really is, but he don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So that's how I took it in. But I'm like, I still don't like.
Pause. Mercedes ain't stupid though. Keep going.
Oh yeah, cause she did peep it out.
Like even when she said she had a daughter that's dead, Mercedes been kind of looking at her like what's going on. And plus she's hustling, and Mercedes could see. I don't know what's Mercedes know a little something.
Yeah, that something is up.
Yeah.
But I don't like how that was done. How she just was like, okay. Like,
Yeah. I took it, and this is the only way I could have saved it because on some real shit, on face value, my mind was, girl, you're in a public space right now. If anything. You don't got to go in a private space with your abuser, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can easily like, no, Mercedes, I know this nigga. You don't even get into the specifics. Yeah. This is crazy nigga I used to fuck with. But Mercedes got your back. Oh, yeah? You got your squad. We go in a room. He can do anything to you. But this is where I kind of, and you're a woman, so let me know if I might be on the right track here. I feel like it was one of those, when we talk about abusers and what they do to your brain, I think she just clicked into like the fright of it all, and also not knowing what the fuck this nigga might do. I think she felt like just the safest bet is, let me go back here. On top of, I think the body kicked into. When you hear abusers speak about when you hear people that have survived that speak about their abusers, it's almost like after they've gotten out of it, they realize how well fuck this nigga.
Brainwashed.
Yeah, but and then when you're in the moment, it's like a brainwashing of that motherfucker's this entity of power, and I felt like. Some re-clicked her into that, and that played a part until going into that.
I feel like as far as a show, I was pissed because I'm like, girl, if you don't say something, but as a woman and somebody who like is familiar with all of that, like putting myself in a situation. If I was her, all this shit, she clearly having mental issues, PTSD, trauma, all this shit. You see that motherfucker? There's something in you that like, it's like I'm mad at it, but I get it. I feel like in a way where. Logic don't really play a part and you go back into that sort of feeble, mode. And that's not for everybody, because trauma isn't one size fits all. But I feel like that look on her face, like I felt that moment. It's like everything slows down and it's just like, oh shit. Like what the fuck? Like I'm not even in control. I'm on autopilot. Like I don't even.
It's like you're back there again. Yeah. It's like you're that person again. She went back to Haley circa a year ago when this guy had all the power, and even though she's gotten so empowered away from him, she didn't expect to see him. She thought he was dead, or at least hoped that he was dead. He just pops up in her new space, in her new life. That had to be first shock of the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel like even when you throw the PTSD, when you throw the triggers in there, when you also throw in this nigga is nuts. Safety, you know what I mean, for other people.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna react if I tell him no right now, and I know
that's the
this
other
nigga
thing.
Nuts.
That's the other thing too. That's a good point because it's like, if you know this motherfucker crazy, there's a part of you that is afraid of like, if I say no right now, I don't know, you gonna shoot everybody. I don't know what the fuck about to happen. Cause yeah.
So it's layers, and once again is a cool thing. It's a good thing that we have a female showrunner that is mindful and intentional. This is not on accident. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even when you said just now that you recognize that look that she had, and you said you've been in that position before and such, so you can identify with it. It gives me a hat tip to the acting of the Alarica on a level of she built this cold tough chick up. You know what I mean? So when you see this cold tough chick shook, it's like. Whether it was on purpose, now I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna just give it your benefit of the doubt. Let's say it was purposely done to be this slow burn of you cold on purpose. You like this on purpose. You wanted to build to this moment of when we see you in peril or when you see you rattled. Now is affecting, because it is very affecting to see her so afraid of this guy after seeing her really truly like intuitive in a way. That's why I feel like I felt like when her and Mercedes got be kind of cool. I liked them two together because it was like great chemistry or something. It's like good sparks, and it made me look at, wait, you been a fucking bad bitch. You ain't been scared of nobody. You been like fuck everybody, like, you know what I mean? So you ain't never been no hoe. So when you see this nigga rattle her, it's like, damn, son, it's about to get real. And me as an audience member could feel that. That's some good storytelling, regardless of if you want to put Skrilla in Mercedes' mouth every time she talks. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't. That's good storytelling is good storytelling. You feel me?
Yeah, she, shoot, what was I gonna say about old girl? Dang it, I forgot it. It's gone.
About which one? About
I
Autumn?
was thinking about Autumn, yeah. It was something I was thinking about Autumn you made me think of when you were saying that. Can't remember. It's gone. Well, next time.
Next time. But like, again, so we have 2 more episodes of P-Valley. And
super excited.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where they go and how it ends.
Sunday.
Yeah, because again, we know he ain't gonna lose the Pink, but one thing I will give them is I don't know how you gonna get it, keep it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know what he gonna do.
Yeah, no clue. I feel like though,
I feel like I have. Ooh, I just thought of something that might.
What were you thinking? Something with Mercedes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. So how about this? I don't know. These are just predictions, so we can do it.
I just had a thought.
We can do it. Let's do it.
I mean, we don't know nothing anyway.
We don't know a thing. So, great, awesome, got all of that. I think that Mercedes is going to somehow use the coach to either invest in the club. No, that can't work because I think she's gonna get him to invest in the dance studio, not the club.
But that's the thing. Maybe she's gonna last minute decide to invest in the club instead of the dance studio.
Yeah, I was about to say something like that.
Oh, okay.
That it's gonna be something along those lines.
I feel
ain't no dance studio. This is the dance studio, bitch.
Wait, in the daytime.
No,
they won't bring no
There's
girls.
no fucking way would anyone drop their child
I'm sorry,
off at a strip club.
Sorry.
But it's a little bit of chocolate,
no.
might.
I mean, Chuck Lisa might be country enough for that shit, but no. As a writer, I would say too. I would be like, how the come on, though.
No fucking
This
way.
is what I would say. In real life,
give me
a couple girls would come, but not that squad. It wouldn't, you know what I mean? Some parents would be that good. They'd be like, I'll bring my kid there. The daytime is just a building. But you probably have 4 people. She had like 15 girls.
Yeah, like that's no.
She not gonna give a squad. No. That whole plan she had about I'm gonna have all this and scholarships and they ain't gonna bring it to the strip club. Unless, but here go the thing. I stand by this. A writer can make anything make sense if they can somehow get a new building.
That's what I've been thinking about too. Like that Pink might close. There's gonna be another one, and instead of her dance studio, the money will go to the new Pink.
And then on the flip too, if the new building don't got none of the now of course this is not going to happen in my opinion, specifically what I'm saying, not what you're saying, specifically on the level of this, but it's still a way you can play it. You know how they have those back room like old school like there was just hidden things. With the Pink went underground, so it's like it's like on a need to know type thing. So like most people don't know that building is being used for what it's being used for.
Like a sex club.
Yeah, the front is my girls in her dance studio. The back is. Well, what people don't know is we really got the strip club still going down, but we know we're a target right now, so you know we got to keep it on the under. But my thing is that won't work because they won't make their maximum money like that. On top of the way Uncle Clipper rolled, it's not set up for that. It's an interesting story, possible line that someone can justify, make sense, but you would have to make it make sense given what's already been presented. But we'll see what happens. That's all I can say.
What happened to the space that the stupid ass mama bought?
She bought it for her church, but we have not had any follow up on it.
Yeah, because I've been thinking, I'm like, what's up with that space? Like, what? I don't know.
Nah, that lady ain't gonna give up her church with no strip club, no matter what kind of thing she owe Clifford.
She could go too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She's a great
she
villain
is
too.
Awesome. No, you know what?
She's a great villain.
That's what. Yeah, she is. That's what we didn't talk about though. The mom. Because also the mom starts off like taking the money and giving it to the church dude, and the church dude is playing the shit out of her.
Yeah.
And then everybody's getting fucked in the situation.
Yeah.
Which is terrible. But like that whole outburst, as I guess he would have called it, that she has during the service, where she just almost takes control of the whole sermon. You know, like I was kind of like, you know what? I don't like you, but goddamn, you're interesting. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what happens here.
It was very interesting. It's a good writing move of. They made us kind of root for her in that situation, even though we don't fuck with her. You was rooting for her versus the preacher man. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of wanted them both to get fucked.
But here go the thing too. But like this the smart thing of it, where they did at the very least warmed us up to her, because we didn't want it. We saw how it was fucked up, how she was being treated by the patriarchy within the church, right?
Yes.
And in the midst of us kind of warming up to her, because now her storyline is, man, she's battling the patriarchy in the black church. We don't know. We see what one hand doing, but we not realizing at the time that the other hand is being even more fucked up as she's stealing, as she's about to steal the dance studio from Mercedes. But here go the thing. But here go the thing that's really trippy and even more interesting, son. She believes her shit.
Oh yeah.
Because like Mercedes just think my mom is just fucked up and that's that. But when you watch that episode again, she really did pull a feather from her eyelash in that car, like she told Mercedes to get inspired. And that happened after the bum disappeared. The bum talked to her, she looked away, the nigga disappeared, and she pulled the feather from her eyelash. And that's when she told Mercedes. That's what made her inspired to use the money for her church, because she thought it'd be the greater good. So that's what makes it even more fucked up. She wasn't thinking from the jump, I'm about to steal. She really believes that she was ordained. But she did this fucked up thing. Yeah. That makes it even more like wow for the character. Like makes the character even more like complex.
Yeah. I agree. I don't know, you make it hard to argue with you now, but
cause she pissed me off the first time we met her. She getting on her fucking knees in the church and she hustled her daughter out that money. That's what made you go. She a hustler.
That's what pissed, because that whole thing was that whole like, I care about you. You should be doing something better with your life. But as soon as she got that money, I was like, I'll see you next week.
God will take you off her and
come on, bruh.
But when she made the decision to take that big money, they made a point to show the bum disappeared to us and the feather come out of her eyelash again, which let us know, she wasn't gonna be nefarious on her daughter initially. She really thinks she really believes it. She really believes it.
I think that's
to the point of fucking over anyone around her. And we all know people like that get so into their religion, into their God and shit, that they don't even realize that they doing some fuck. I mean, we could just say the Crusades. That was in the name of Jesus and he murdered. So it's like, what's fucking over my daughter for the greater good? A lot of them can think things like that.
I mean, she's also very skilled at what she does too. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she ain't no rookie at this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because they showed that too. She's actually good at it.
Yeah. She's pretty, like, she can stir, like, she can captivate a crowd. And
she turned this to jail. I was like, she's turning to jail. I hope she don't turn Mercedes.
That's what I was thinking.
I was worried too, but I was so happy how she did that.
Yes, and it is what it is. But also too, she's so interesting. I still want to see how it's gonna play out. Mm-hmm. Like maybe she'll run into her own set of issues with her church, or said church or whatever, that won't even be that'll be independent of everything else. And I'd be interested in seeing how that plays out.
But right now she has this alliance with Uncle Clifford, so some kind of way she's gonna play a part in something dealing with the pink, because otherwise why did they clip her in here? So again, we have 2 more episodes. There's a lot of ways it can go.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Super excited.
Yeah.
What time is it? Do we have time to talk love crap, or do we have to postpone that joint? What time is it?
I already it's 8:47. I told them that I wasn't gonna make it.
All right, so
I'm good.
Y'all want to watch the rest of Lovecraft and then talk Lovecraft, or talk Lovecraft up to this moment?
I'm cool with.
You go run to the bathroom.
Go do your thing.
Or do any of that.
Watch the cats in there. Heads up. That'd be pretty creepy to open the door. The motherfucker just jump out on you. You go just pop the pop. Okay, so stopping.
Yeah. Yes,
man. Misha Green girl. These black women ain't playing with us no more, bruh.
You thought it was a game.
Bro, these black women ain't playing with us, bruh. Misha. Misha. Lovecraft Country. Developed and written for television by Misha Green. Bro. So apparently, this joint here was... Okay, so we was talking off mic before about H.P. Lovecraft or whatever.
Yes.
And he was this writer of pulp fiction books, of horror novels, fiction of the like. And, you know, they speak a bit of it, you know, on the first episode of this. And another thing he was known for was he was a big racist. He had this big poem about how to create a nigger or some weird shit about a nigger or some shit. And so he was just flaming fucking racist. And the irony of everything is, so someone wrote this story or whatever with black people at the center field based off of like a lot of his creations or whatnot. And now this bitch like blew the fuck up in spite of his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's just pretty cool because this show, and I'm not reading the books. I refuse to read the books because I don't want to be spoiled in any way.
Yeah.
But this show's fucking amazing.
It is fucking... I don't have the words. I don't know what the fuck I just watched, but a lot just happened. That was fucking awesome.
And that's the feeling after every episode. We just finished watching episode 3 just to round it out. But like when I first put on episode 1, I'm like, the fucking what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's one of those shows where you really don't know what's gonna happen next, and they blend horror, sci-fi, mystery. You know what I mean? They put all these things together in this narrative and set it in the 1960s. And they threw from writing the story to set up to the shots, like everything is working here. Big up to Jonathan Majors. Y'all talking about this man got an old man face.
Yeah, pop face.
He does.
But he's like I was saying, one of the most dynamic presences to just watch on screen right now. Big ups to Journey Smollett, who you said you got to hit a miss relationship with, but I think she's murdering it.
She's murdering. Amazing job.
Oh.
Like I was saying, normally it takes a while for I don't know if you were in here for that.
You weren't here when we were talking.
You weren't here for that, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it takes a while for me to sort of decide whether or not I'm gonna go with Journey or not in most things.
Go on a journey with Journey.
I don't know if I want to. But this one, it was almost instantly, if not immediately. She's really killing it. And then like rewatching this last episode with y'all again, I was like, yeah, she's really fucking.
Well, this one was her episode.
This one was her. Yeah,
this was her episode.
I was like, I didn't write it down, but I wanted to remember like just like how awesome her performance was to just be rendered to nothing but a mutter or a murmur. I don't even know what to call that.
Well, the captions called it strained breathing. That's what the captions called. I never seen that move before.
That shit was dope. Yeah. I was like, I don't know. I was feeling the fuck out of that shit. All of it, man.
I mean, and acting is like those things where it's not necessarily even on the page. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those like, you're in a moment and something comes out and then the person's like, yes.
Does it work? Or does it
work? And it worked. You know what I mean? Shouts out to, man, what's his name? Uncle George. No, what's the actor's name? Angela Bassett's husband.
Courtney B. Vance.
Courtney B. Vance. Like, shouts out to Michael K. Williams. It's like my guy. Like, this cast is what's Mama D name? That actress. She's been in the game forever. Hold up.
Black actor Peter.
Black actor Peter. Where you at? But we about to get a cast developed based on J.J. Abrams. What up? Jordan Peele. What up? They about to get to the cast. Taking their fucking sweet time. Aja Ellis, I think that's her. I believe that's her. You looking it up? Go look it up. Look it up. But she's doing like this cast is ridiculous. And just looking at the schematic of Scope, like I don't recall ever seeing anything like this set in this. Let me just put it this. I don't recall ever seeing anything like this. Period.
Yeah. No. Nothing comes to mind.
We're in a space where, like, racism is already the monster. Like, Jordan Peele is becoming the master of this, my nigga. Racism is already the monster. You know what I'm saying? And then he gives us monsters.
In the midst of all that.
Yeah. Like even the most recent episode showed that, you know what I mean? Like You're fearing for her life being this black woman moving to this white neighborhood, dealing with these white supremacists, and that's already the fear and the monster. But he's also dealing with spirits and ghosts and monsters. Like, the genius of, like, the metaphor of that's what it's like to be black in America, no matter what the generation is. So you're already black and you're dealing with shit. But then you gotta deal with life shit. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like the ongoing motherfucking metaphor as I watched this shit. And I was saying off camera how, like, even them putting that brick onto the motherfucking steering wheel and had on the horn, had the horn going for like days. And that's the metaphor of racism is white people. You're also disturbing your own neighborhood.
Yeah.
Just to fuck with these black people.
Yeah, everybody had to agree to that this is okay to allow this because it's also bothering them.
Yes.
As well, you know.
We will self-harm to destroy, and that is
you,
come
just
on.
because you're dark.
Come on. That just allegory is just right there. And there's so many just watching this show. What were some of y'all initial thoughts when first watching this motherfucker?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember back to the first episode.
It throw you in his dream, and that just already throw you like, where am I?
Wait, what happened?
Tick's dream is where we start from everything.
Tick's dream is where we start. Right. Yeah.
The Civil War with the aliens and
That shit was so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
And the Asian chick who will most likely come back because now she's popped up twice. But keep going.
Yeah, the one he fights later on too, right?
Yep.
And when they all get locked in those rooms. I thought so.
I feel like that's even who he talks to on the first episode. Here's this scene where he makes his call to Vietnam or somewhere, North Korea, somewhere, and he said, and he don't say nothing on the phone the whole time. As part of that, it's like it's watching a mystery, and she goes a noir even. There's even noir elements in this shit, and she goes, you went home, you went home, you shouldn't have gone back, and they hang up, and I think that's even that same. It might be that same Asian woman's voice. It might be. I'm not sure, but continue. I'm sorry. It just came to mind when you brought it up.
Oh yeah.
Initial reactions.
I'm trying to remember the initial thoughts. I just remember like digging the cast initially. Like, this is a nice little team. I can't wait to continue this season going on missions with these three, and that sort of takes its own turns when we get there. But we talked about this off mic, I believe, about my feelings on contemporary music to score like these period pieces and stuff like that. Like, I wasn't a huge fan of it. But
pause. Why you piss me off? All right.
That'll be it. Then we'll be.
You still recording?
Yeah, we still.
All right, cool. What you saying?
I wasn't a big fan of contemporary music, scoring period pieces, and somehow they found a rhythm. I can't remember what the other show was.
Underground.
Underground was one, but I thought you mentioned another. Madam C.J. Walker.
C.J. Walker joint did a little bit. Yeah,
they did it too.
I didn't like that series, by the way, too much, but that was I like the music. I like that juxtaposition.
I feel like they got to a place where it's like they understood it, or maybe I just got to a place where I was able to accept it. But in the beginning, I really just couldn't stand it, and like hated it just with passion.
Wow.
For real. And now here, I have a completely like different. I have to eat my words from what I said before. Like, whatever it was I was feeling or working through last time, it's not there anymore. I think everything is kind of hitting every note perfectly, and then I love the music too on top of it, and it's like it's being scored in such a perfect way, like pitch perfect every time.
And let's even add in, man, those 2 episodes. They didn't do it as directly on this third one. But on the first 2 episodes, where they had the James Baldwin quote,
yes,
and they used that as a score action. Then the Gil Scott Heron on the next one. Whitey's on the moon. They had that one on the next one, and on this one, on the third one, they kind of started it off with this time they went left in a different direction. There was this really popular, what's this, a Nike commercial? Like that whole thing when Letty at the top of the third episode, she's sitting in the church and there's this thing talking about something about shining. I forget what it is. I looked it up. That's some commercial from now that they put that was saying whatever it was saying juxtaposed to the opening scene of her sitting in this church, and as we find out later about her not feeling anything and wanting to feel. So it was like they're doing what the fuck they want, like all around the board.
Word.
You hear me?
Okay.
I just.
No. I mean, that's pretty much you know.
Yeah.
That's your thoughts,
what you
woman.
thinking? What you thinking?
My first thoughts are I went into this with no idea what it was outside of the creators and that it was possibly science fiction or horror related. I had no clue. And usually if I don't know something about a show, I go look it up just to get a feel. And I was like, nah, I won't go into this blind. Because I have a feeling that it's about to be dope.
Yeah.
But first reactions to it, I loved it. Like, they had me at the first scene because I love horror, science, anything weird that involves anything horrific. But then when you also add in the social context of racism, which is horrifying.
Sorry. I see it. I can't hear it click. Everywhere else I am, I can hear it.
No, it might have stopped.
Okay, battery died. Yeah. Let me see if I can.
My initial thoughts on the show, I already knew I was gonna rock with it because I like anything related to science fiction, horror, mystery. Like that's my realm. That's my genres. I like the weird. So I didn't know much about it either. I purposely went into it blind because usually I'll kind of look up a little something about a show. I have some kind of knowledge. I had no knowledge whatsoever. I just knew it was a cast of beautiful black people, bomb-ass creators, and science fiction. So I was like, bam, I'm with it. And I feel like this show has consistently surprised me because I'm still like, I have no fucking idea what's going on, but I love it. So
Right. Like the blend is freaking beautiful. Like off the dump of those many genres and shit. I remember, I think I read somewhere wrongly, by the way, that this show is about like, and this might be a cool idea if someone actually did it. Somebody in modern time was like, his dad was lost in time. So I thought that his dad was lost in the 1960s, and him and Journey like coming from like now to go back and see what his dad lost in the 1960s. And I was just imagining what it would be like if you was in modern time with your modern sensibilities, having to try and find your pops or whomever in this fucking in the 60s, bitch. You know what I mean? Or the 55. You know what I mean? The 50s or late 50s right now, mid 50s. So I was like, damn, why is that about to go? So the whole time when I'm watching it and I'm looking at him not in modern time, like, no, niggas in the 50s. It's about to go down. Yeah. So I think I was misdirected for a minute too, because I started thinking well, maybe I was just completely wrong and this is going to be about like some Jordan Peele Get Out, racism is the monster, and boom, boom, boom. So in the first episode, especially when the monsters finally did come and it was monsters, I was like, oh, because he built it up because, man, like, so even it started off, like in the beginning episode, we see that Atticus Tick, he's come back because his dad's missing. We meet his uncle, who, and I love the fact that him and his uncle and his wife, Uncle George and Dee, they have this extreme sexual chemistry, and you rarely see that age group get to be intimate like to that degree on camera. So I thought that was cool as hell as well. And we meeting all these characters or whatever. We get in the world, I should say, and we learn that Uncle George he goes on those guide trips where he tries to see, it's like the Green Book where they're supposed to be in the way of the good spots where black people can go. So I found that to be a very unique job to give one of the main characters, and he was like instantly likable, and so we see the family. And I thought from the very beginning when Tick brought up his mama, and then Uncle George had this look on his face, I said, "Oh, you fucked that man mama, huh?" Like you knew off the dump, nigga. I just knew that he smashed. And then I don't know who I was watching it with, and it was like, nah, it could be something else. No, that's what I think it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's just interesting how that shit play out, because when I even watched the first episode back, they give us the clues because he pulled, like Uncle George at some point pulls out a picture of Tick's mom. You notice that it's Tick. Well, he pulls out a picture of a woman, and we don't know who the woman is, but it's the same woman that you see him dancing with in the next episode when everyone's having hallucinations and whatnot. Right. And at some point in episode 1, they show this woman with his brother and with young Tick as being Tick's mom. So it's like, oh, so when we get the whole brothers talking about that, basically you could see that they had a love triangle thing going even back then, and they don't. And well, spoiler alert, all spoilers anyway. It's very interesting to find out in episode 2 that the uncle might be the dad as well, and I didn't see that part coming. I saw you smashed, and it might be something that you might have been hiding from your brother. I didn't take in. Oh, that could be your son. That gives a lot of this a different dynamic. But again, like it's trippy how all the story elements play out in the midst of before you even take in the supernatural is what I want to say. Like the natural story and character and developments and shit is already interesting.
Right.
Feel me?
Yeah.
And I
agree.
Yeah, Cardi B Vance is killing it. Like everyone's killing it.
Yeah.
I was sad to see the family broke up or the trio broken up, but we have a new addition, I think.
It was some interesting shit to see, like, you know what I mean? We go through this whole journey. I thought Cardi B Vance, I thought Uncle George was going to live. He was like,
I thought he was going to make it through till the end. I thought he was kind of marked as an untouchable at a certain point, you know? Especially, I don't know, I felt like if something was going to happen to him, that it probably would have happened to earlier on or whatever, that maybe he wouldn't have made it out of the first episode or something. Yeah. But I don't know, it did kind of shock me. And also, too, I guess the other thing that shocked me about it was that they brought Journey back. They brought her back to life. She also got shot and died too.
Well, I wasn't surprised because it was the thing I was saying about P Valley. Mercedes in the first episode talking about she about to give up stripping. I'm like you see an untouchable character. I'm like, you shot Journey Smollett. She's number 1 on the fucking call sheet. She's not really dead. You know what I mean? So I was just trying to figure out. That's because I also had the same feeling for Courtney B. Vance. So again, when Journey lives and he don't, but like, I'm gonna get to that because I'm not too sure if he's fully dead.
Word.
But
you don't think he is? Okay.
But just to get to the story, it's just trippy. Okay, Tick comes home and his uncle is like his hero. You can already see they have a great relationship. Yeah. And he tells his uncle he's looking for his dad. And he's like his uncle lets him know that his dad's been missing and. They decided to go on this trip, and at first I was confused to why Journey was going, but she's gone because her brother had a tip for them on Arden or whatever. So she's along for the ride. But I'm like, okay, convenient, it's cool because it was interesting to see the whole dynamic between Letitia and her sister Ruby, I think her name is, and the colorism aspects underlying there. A lot of things going on. Like this show shows so much. They hit you with so much. Some on the nose, some not on the nose, but you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so as they going on this whole trip, man, the journey was just, like I said, scary before we got to the monsters. You know what I mean? That whole spot when they stopped at that restaurant and they had to basically get chased out, guns blazing by these racist white people. And you think of, this type of shit really happened. That's the part that get me so much watching this show. Taking in that.
Like people actually lived through that, Yep.
You just go to a restaurant, you could get murdered for sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all these...
And the whole concept of a sundown town.
Yeah.
And the whole concept that a lot of white people didn't know these things existed. Right. This is tripping me out about 2020. Watchmen dropped and a white community did not know about Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Black Wall Street. This drops, and motherfuckers did not know nothing about a sundown town. To this day in 2020... black people have it in our bodies not to stop in certain spots, not to want to drive through certain spots. In 2020, we feel we're going to get fucked up. Yeah. So it's hilarious to the black community that y'all really, I say this like this, y'all don't get taught your own history. You don't get taught your own history.
Nope.
True. And then when you're told it, you don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that's something that was told to many and just wasn't believed.
I feel since there's so many of them, it could have been told to many. I also feel like it also wasn't told to many because they like to create this heroism about themselves many times and paint the grandpas and great grandpas and heroes and like ignore the bad. They like to push the good as part of the white
history.
That's part of the supremacy, man. You can't be looking at your ills. That's why when we throw it, we're the representation of their ills, and we don't let them forget it, and we piss them off. It's like that guilt already caught of them. We're like, hey,
we can't get rid of them.
Niggas here, and we do so much great shit. So it's like,
can't get rid of them.
So though it's just wild that these lives, like this part of it, like this is shit that we knew, but to watch it on screen fucks with me, but. Then we get into the whole world of wizards and spells and...
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
With black people.
Yeah.
And we learned that... And because so when episode 1 ended with all these monsters eating up these cops and all this shit, and then them getting saved, and the whole time we all knew something was up with the white girl with the foreign car anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I don't think any of us had any clue where it was about to go when they get to this freaking mansion and the creepy white dude that you thought was Eric off of True Blood.
Let's talk about that. Let's just say...
Yeah, that's definitely not who that is.
I thought Eric. I've lost my credibility. Let's just say that. I thought that Eric had let himself go
and get shorter.
And
I was tall man.
I was like, man, these camera tricks are amazing. he looks tiny.
Oh,
but
no.
it's fine. It'll be cool. It's fine. He's gonna get an Emmy for this. We're all gonna be laughing about it at the end of the season. And it's like, that's not him. Are you sure? He's like, that actor's name is actually
This is not him.
Man, I
not
given,
Mr. Skarsgård.
I given Skarsgård all this credit, man, and not take it up back. But anyway, messed that one up. That's the problem. I'm not gonna blame it on my internet connection. It's cool.
You guys take that lick,
subscribe.
man.
Yeah,
you guys take that lick. Take that lick. Even if you may be watching the show under the most nefarious of means, so your shit might be a little fuzzy. You gotta take that lick, sir.
You're right.
And read the cast list.
Yeah. You're like, man, I ain't sticking around for this. Let's fast forward to the part where they tell me what's gonna happen next.
So we go to it's episode 2, and we see that goddamn, like, the president is really like from Scandal. Mr. President is this crazy ass, immortal, invulnerable,
Voldemort head ass
white wizard, racist white wizard, and we find out the whole conspiracy is apparently on Tick's mom's side of the family. Ancestor which was in his words like his great grandma. It's not even that far removed, but great grandma, whatever. There was an affair happened with the slave master, and so she got some of that white blood in her that's part of this big dark order or whatever, and he might just be on some magical shit or whatever. But to find this out, we like the way they threw us in the world where both Letitia and Uncle George didn't remember none of the monsters, but Tick did. All the flows let out for Letitia. They had everything that could perfectly distract those two characters into being, I guess, good compliance. While Tick just loses his mind as the nigga's like, the fuck?
Y'all don't remember those monsters?
Monsters?
You don't remember the monsters?
The monsters?
They had teeth and stuff, and they was monsters.
Come on, man. So, they go through this whole ordeal, and Tick, he honored a white girl from Jump, and we find out they're wizards and witches and all this shit. And they need, and Tick is technically part of this order, and it's cool. Uncle George people out like, oh, you part of this order, nigga, you got power. Remember that shit, because then they put their nuts on the other niggas at some point. Because I thought that was some very color museum shit when they made them go through those messed up hallucinations just for the entertainment of the white order. You know what I mean? You had Tick fighting like I said, the Asian chick, and that's made me see, did you kill this woman, or you just imagine this woman, the one that he was fighting? Right. Because it was messed up. You having a fight. Your boy having Uncle George get it popping with the ghost of your mama, and we think Letty about to get it popping with you, but I knew from jump that ain't Tick. Him. You hear me off the dump, nigga. Me and you was watching, I think, episode 2, and I think I was like,
Oh, you knew for sure that wasn't him. Okay, I
didn't know.
Yeah, me either.
Because my nigga, the last time we saw him was he was locked in his room by the witch. So I'm like, they didn't show him escape. How he just rolling in her crib? Nope. You hear me? So I was just looking like, at first it was kind of fucked up. I'm like, damn, she gets sex, he get a dance, you got to fight a motherfucker, Tick. But then, her shit went left, and it was just ill. Exactly. Yeah. But it was still interesting scenes, greatly played, dog. But by the time we get to the end, we get to this part that make me wonder if the white girl, I forget what her name is, and it's Christina. It's something very minor. Her name is Christina. Christina gives him this ring, tells him something cryptic, and next thing you know, we see this whole thing where this portal opens up into him because what Scandal President fucking plan is? He's something with the Garden of Eden or whatever.
Open the Garden of Eden.
See, he did the thing. Oh, it made a loud sound.
See, at least we hear you on the show.
Did we get something though? It starts with Jessica making a tongue face. Well, hopefully that was what that was. Keep it moving. We're recording again. But the plan of the motherfucker was like, because he's searching for immortality initially, basically. And, the main way to get there is, Tick got this blood and it's going to work, etc. But I feel like the daughter set her dad up. And
me too.
I feel like she gave that plan away when we get to episode 3 when she pops back up. And I feel like because when she talked about this stuff about invulnerability, like her dad's big spell was invulnerability because it takes a lifetime for anybody to make one spell, and most people don't have the discipline or the talent for the one spell. So the fact that she brings up her dad's invulnerability made me feel like you knew your dad was going to be weak that time because he took his invulnerability spell off to try to use Tick in episode 2 to make this portal, and he got turned to stone fucking with Tick and his his black magic. So and that was interesting. What Tick saw was I think he saw his ancestor escaping, because we find out that the original house was burned down the last time that someone tried to open this portal up. And that's what allowed the ancestor to be pregnant and to escape into the woods to get away. And he saw his ancestor, and in a way, she helped him escape.
Yeah. Okay, I remember now.
Yeah. And then the house blew up, and I was just tripped out because I thought we was gonna have more time in that house.
Yeah, they keep shocking me every episode, because the first, whenever we found the damn daddy, I was like, oh, we found him already? He just
kind of quick,
he's just here. Okay, cool. And then when the house blew up, I was like, oh, so all these motherfuckers dead? Oh, I thought we was gonna be here for a minute. Okay, I guess not. I thought this was it. No, that's not.
So no, you went in blind. Did you watch the trailer at all?
No.
Okay.
I didn't either.
That moment where the house collapses right in front of him just as he escapes, as he's running from it.
Yeah.
That's like a big moment at the end of the trailer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like I knew once they got there, I was like, oh, damn, we gonna get through this one quick.
But
like I figured. Well,
in
also
one
to remember,
episode, though?
Okay, so remember, also I sent it to you. So I don't know if you listened to it. It's probably a good idea if you didn't. But I sent you that episode where
you did send me a podcast. I didn't listen to it.
Podcast. Yeah, okay, cool. Where they kind of talked about the first 5 episodes. And they kind of alluded to a few things. Like I didn't know we were gonna lose Courtney B. Vance. Like I gotta give him credit for not spoiling that. But I did know that each episode was gonna take on its own thing. Like each thing is gonna be its own little mini movie, and then we're gonna start brand new when we go to the next one, sort of thing. So it's gonna jump around. But also too, I don't know. I with that also, and the shot at the end of the trailer. I just kind of figured it was all going to fall together at the end of the episode.
That episode.
Yeah, that episode. Gotcha. So, I kind of had that one in mind. This episode just now, knew nothing about. I had no clue how that was going to end.
And they just threw us in it too.
Yeah, and it was so, we talked about how jarring that was. Like, how was it for you for watching the third episode, like going into it?
I thought it was interesting because the first thing I thought of, funny enough, was American Horror Story.
Me too. Yeah.
It gave me American Horror Story energy because I'm like, typically with their seasons, they change and they're unrelated. They may call back to other seasons, but
it's anthology.
Sometimes even they'll do it like within the season where everything is its own piece, its own story, its own chunk. And I'm like, even the premise, the everything with the house, I was like, this is reminding me of that. It's giving me that energy, but with black people. So yeah.
Because on some shit though, it made you wonder like how much time has passed since the last episode. Are we in another part of this person's life?
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't like it wasn't until what part? Like it was I can't think of it right now. It was a specific part of this episode, whereas like the story from the last episode seemed like it was continuing. Because it started with, like, directly, because it started with Letty in church, and she just sitting there, and they got the quote. Then we got her, you know what I mean, she with her sister, she I bought this house with the woo, she building up the house, you know what I'm saying? We see Tick with,
that was when I connected that, okay.
That's what it was,
because the mom wakes, what's her name?
D.
D wakes up, in bed by herself, right? No, D is the daughter? Yeah, D was the daughter.
The daughter's name is Diana, but I think the mama name is D too. But anyway, I'm gonna see how much you knew. What's her fucking name on this bitch? Keep going.
She said D and her friends.
Hippolyta. Yeah, it's Hippolyta because I love the fact of this character's name is Hippolyta, which you will have. This is like a Greek freaking like classic ass fucking name from back then that y'all in white America will look at with esteem, but it's every bit as what's quote unquote ridiculous as to Tanisha Leaf or whatever the fuck. We gotta create a bunch of names that's hard to pronounce in the black community. And I'm saying, well, Hippolyta is just like one of them names. So if y'all gonna talk about Tanisha, Keisha, whoever the fuck else, talk about Hippolyta and Antigone and all the motherfucking names. So I just love the fact that her name is Hippolyta. You heard me? Yeah. So
but she wakes up, without him there, I believe, right?
And that's not the beginning of that's after we've spent time with Letitia and getting confused.
Because they just sort of it feels like they're jumping around, and also too they're trying to tell like you said, like it feels like an American Horror Story season, really. Trying to just condense. and they're trying to tell us the season finale, and it's like, oh man, where were the episodes before this? You know, like.
But the truth is, it seems like they're doing it with tone instead of with story.
Right.
Our story's continuing, but they're they're using a different tactic, I guess, tone and genre in a way with each episode to tell its story.
That's what it
you know what I'm saying? Because I was about to be mad if you don't let me know after all this shit that I was traumatized in episode 2 if you don't give me something more about what happened with Uncle George and these goddamn wizards and shit. You hear me? So I was glad that we got back to it, even though we having a haunted house episode. Funny enough, at the top of the episode, they have that writing about 3 people died in this house. Y'all peeped who they were, right?
Who were they? No.
The white men.
Oh, those were the 3 people that died and disappeared
in the house in 1955.
No, I didn't catch that. Nigga, I didn't catch that was Emmett Till. Like,
bro,
I didn't catch that.
Wait, hold up. Oh, we still recording? Yeah, bitch. But yeah, son. So that was because they called him Bobo or whatever, and he's on and apparently the other boy might have been Gil Scott, but it was the only lightweight spoiler I had coming in. I saw something. Shit. I saw something about some Emmett Till as a headline. I was like, oh, not watching that, and I thought, boom, boom, boom. So when I'm watching this episode, in the back of my mind, I was wondering, is Emmett Till gonna be one of these ghosts? You know what I mean? But I'm just watching the episode play out, and I missed it, but it was a poignant thing that had me wondering, like, why did we only get his question answered and then went straight to no? Like, you have a bad trip. So that just, like, stuck out to me. So I'm like, wait, that's the little boy from the picture. Okay, so then I went back to find the article after I watched the episode, and it was like, man, look at the tie. It's the same costume and everything of Emmett Till, who's from, ain't he from Chicago?
Yeah, he is. That's where you went from. Yeah,
he said, I'm going on my trip. Like, am I going to have a good time on my trip? And he went to the south from Chicago. And if you look it up, you look it up, the same picture, the same everything. Yeah. And they call him by his nickname instead of Emmett. So
once you said it, nigga, it clicked. But like, oh God, man, I just
And I advise people to hop online and look up other Easter eggs, because apparently there's like a James Baldwin. I know there's a James Baldwin Easter egg. And
really?
There's some other shit going on, but they have Easter eggs of things of that nature that they sprinkle in. But that tripped me out that we had a whole Emmett Till. Like,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that puts a whole nother angle on it. I mean, but that's this is interesting.
Her daughter kicks it. Hippolyta's daughter was kicking it with Emmett Till, nigga.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. But that's it. That's all I got
think
about
Uncle
that.
George is alive because
I've been had that thought.
You think? Why do you think he's alive?
I don't have a theory. I just don't think he's dead.
Okay.
Something I was reading kind of hit me to something, and this was an angle that they made me look more into it, and I had my own thoughts, and so this is a mixture of all our thoughts. Of she was the book Dracula.
Yeah.
She was ripping out the pages because she wanted to feel something. Because that's the thing, like I said, she's going through grief, and she's going through a bunch of shit, and she sent Tick is in her space. Tick, he had to go. You heard me? And she was even tripping. They tell us later that, you know what I mean, he used to always say, first and foremost, she was pouring 2 cups of coffee because she's still remembering George, and then, you know, he used to say put him down, face up. But his favorite book was Dracula, and we see her tearing out the pages of Dracula because she's trying to feel something, she ain't feeling nothing. And then she buys a book. She'll placement Dracula, right? But they made me realize she bought the book after she went into the room with the planets, and we never found out what happened. Remember, she go up in there and she go in this, and they go in this room. They got this planetary shit, and apparently in the book, this is the only thing I do know about the book. In the book, she likes look. There's a telescope even in one of the scenes with her in the background. She likes looking at the stars and shit. She like looking at planets or whatever. That's the thing. That's the thing about her. So if you was a book watcher, you'd be very key to catch that, her being enchanted to walk into that room that has planets in there right after we find out from the Ouija board something about George is dead in that same area, whatever. And we're talking about Dracula, the undead. His favorite book is Dracula, motherfucker who's living through in between 2 worlds on some I'm dead but I'm not shit. I think they're giving us breadcrumbs to something dealing with George is gonna come back. I don't know what it is because it's hard to predict any goddamn thing in this show. And then it's Courtney B. fucking Vance. You know what I mean? You don't just get rid of Courtney B. Vance, bro.
Yeah.
That's a smart idea.
Hold on. Okay, those I'm saying the edit doesn't be weird catching how you on this shit. So I gotta be mindful.
Sorry.
But like son, so I think he's coming back. I just don't know how. And this is a show about wizards and magic and spells. So hey, there's a bunch of ways they could play it.
Yeah, he's definitely coming back.
You know?
I hope
He'll
so.
be back.
It's a great character.
Yeah.
Episode 3. What else stood out?
chemistry with
That
everybody,
episode.
This was maybe my favorite. I don't know, they're all my favorite, but this one was. Yeah, it had some moments where I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah.
Several what the fuck moments.
It's. I mean, I guess I don't know. It's hard to. Yeah, it's still hard to articulate. But the body horror that they kind of display here with the like kind of just sticks with you. And then the other thing that really fucks with you is when they fucking heal everybody and they go back to their beautiful selves before they got in contact with that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck.
For anybody following the story, is Letitia. She bought this house with this money that she thinks she got from her mom. That she told. She thinks she got from her dead mother, and she found out the house is haunted. And through a whole bunch of racist ass shit, she found out that there was this fucked up doctor. They should do experiments on black people in the house, and the black people's souls, as well as the fucked up doctor, are still all trapped in the house in its haunting or whatever. So like you were saying about how we got to see. Like, this nigga was doing some fucked up experiments to these people. I mean, putting their limbs on each other and transferring to babies, to everybody. And again, true motherfuckers like this existed.
Yeah.
This ain't that's not fiction, y'all. Like, that is the horror of humanity. You know what I mean? Yeah, the ghost and shit, that's whatever it is. But, like, the true horror of humanity and the racism and all that within these stories, that's the parts that, like, searing. So like you said, when you get to the end and you have the black spirits coming together, and that was such a powerful moment by itself. Jerry Smollett, wow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They said on set, like, the crew was frozen, like stuck. Like, it was like this moment on set when they had to shoot that. Like, you know what I mean? They just knew it was something special. And you know what I mean? I mean, like, even if you get into the African, I mean, you know a lot about this with, like, into our stuff of calling out she had to call out the names of these spirits to come and help her, and the way that, like, so much, man. It was.
Yeah, it was deep.
It was
powerful.
It was amazing.
This whole thing.
It was very powerful.
Yeah, because
Nah, at least see you hear it though, bro. Yeah, that's the thing. Gotta give it that.
We almost done any fucking way, some good shit. But yeah, man. So shouts out to Tick for being a ride or die nigga. He was a ride or die from the beginning because, again, like, you know, he knew he had to leave a girl house, and his dad got into it because he mad he got to lie to his auntie about how George really died. Auntie think, well, they're selling to auntie that he was killed by that racist sheriff. But, like, again, I feel like she had some type of connection with George's spirit or something in that room because she was extra on your boy. Like, what really happened to my husband, bro? Like, no, you're lying to me. You know what I'm saying? And when he went by her and he saw that racist shit happen, like them putting the bricks to make the horns go, he like, I'm gonna stay here with you, bro. So even at the party, he in the soldier's uniform, like, man, I'm gonna be a soldier out here. So, you know, boom, boom. Even when she was like, my house is haunted. Explain it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he was ride or die the whole F. She go up to him. She like, man, something going on in the basement. Got it back. I'm like, Tick is that dude, bro. For real, because he took the role in a lot of these shows. I mean, a lot of these back in the day that the woman would take in this episode. But it's the driving force was Letty. This is Letty episode. Up until one of our favorite parts in the party when we having great black people having fun having a party, and here come these white people coming fucking with us. They put up the goddamn burning cross, and that amazing gospel music behind Letty grabbing the bat and banging all these motherfucking car windows and oh god,
that was everything.
Yeah, it was, man. The slow motion. Now, you know, you were saying it was a metaphor for racism.
The horns. Yep.
The horns were metaphor.
I feel like the sound of the horn, you disrupting your own community and your own world, and it's like, you know, racism is always happening, like that ongoing. Because it was going for days.
Yeah.
You open a window, it's racism. You close your window, it's racism. We can have fun, but racism is still happening. We can block it out, but it's still racism. Yeah. So she come with that bat. You know.
Kill it. Now, I thought that was I don't know, man, this whole episode just like, I get that's probably why it's my favorite one so far. I don't want to say it's my favorite one through the whole thing just yet, but yeah, like this one just full of powerful moments, like visuals, like in this that moment when she finally takes that last brick off the steering wheel, when she knocks it off. And I don't know, I just like that whole slow motion shot that works for me. I felt all of that.
And the sister come through with the car to get the weapons.
Yeah, get the weapons. About to throw the weapons in the car. She put a little jacket on.
She put down boss, dog. She put the jacket, hands up, the camera.
And it's like, oh yeah, let's not forget the police. You know, even back then, didn't give a fuck. And it's like
they're the monsters too.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then that whole car ride with the cop.
That was brutal. That was raw.
Yeah, that was real rough.
Another real thing that cops was doing, they was doing that up until a few years ago. Somebody just died. Somebody just got killed by cops just because there's a thing that they call that when they do that to us, and I forget the term.
Yes.
But there's a term, and it's illegal now. But my nigga, they've been
Right.
I'm always afraid for anyone that's with a cop one-on-one on any of these shows.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody made a very good point of a lot of time in these type of genre, when you see the cop, it's yay. But when in this one, for us, it's no.
No.
It was no.
And I thought it was going to be worse. I thought actually it was going to play out a little worse than it did.
Me too.
You know, so, but... the other thing that I thought, I don't want to jump too far. I know we're kind of hitting the beats.
Talk whatever.
But that moment when the white neighbors jump in, the three people that apparently died at the beginning of the episode, when they came in, I figured, well, they're gonna be fighting with this fucking demon thing here. I mean, I hope nobody gets knocked in the head with a bat while they're trying to fight off a demon or something. But then come to find out, all of them get the worst fate of everyone.
Yeah, this was very triumphant. I feel like for black people, we said it was.
Oh no, I found it poetic that's how they met their end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But like, wait, one thing I want to say too. Well, I'm gonna say the first thing I was saying. Watching those white boys get their comeuppance by the black spirits, and watching the white spirit of racism get its comeuppance by the black spirits, who, like you said, by the end became a whole.
Mm-hmm.
That was everything.
That was just every fucking thing.
Yeah.
But even from a technical standpoint, this episode had these great transitions. We went from so to finally clear out the house, Letty gets the voodoo priestess chick. We got the goat that opened up, like she opened up the goat blood, give them the seals of protection to go down there and deal with the spirits. They open the door, cut on the light, and they're in the room. That was a cool transition.
Yeah, that was a good
And within that transition, we go through all the magic, all the shit building up, and right when we think the goat's about to come in, a window breaks, but it's the bat from the boys coming in, and they're the spirits coming in as these white devils in the way coming in to disrupt. Dog, the imagery and the transitions, dog, like the show cold, bro. And I was watching how they build these things, just watching it, and I was just like, yo, like. That whole ending scene of how everything went down, because again, it's like when the monsters came in the first episode, where it right in the thick of racism, and then a monster came and ate them. We right in the thick of racism, and an elevator takes a nigga's head off.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed the gruesomeness of that and let it sit.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing too is if you like you get caught up in the meat sauce that's going on there, but when the elevator comes back, you see that there's somebody operating that bitch.
Oh, I missed that.
You missed that?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's somebody in the elevator. Like, I don't know. It looks like, I don't know. It's probably one of the women. It looks like a woman.
It was one of the spirits.
There's a spirit in there. Yeah, and it's like, well, goddamn, you know they got fucked up by another, but I couldn't figure out who it was.
Exactly. Yeah, but I'm
which one it was by the time
I'm trying to catch that back.
But yeah, it's like it's just dope. It's like little things here and there, like they play with what is that, perspective or wherever, where it's like, oh, we think like in the bathroom scene where we think that there's that spirit
and right before
sitting
she lost
in the
her
window.
virginity, apparently.
Right, yeah, which I thought was an interesting reveal there, but
Pause. Here goes something that someone else brought up. I was reading.
What?
Why that's important. Everything's about his bloodline. If he got Letty pregnant, you know what I'm saying? That can be some, because people was wondering. Should I keep going, or do you have a thought that you want to finish?
No, go for it.
So we find out, like at the end of the episode, that it was really Christina Witchy ass that posed as Letty's mom to give her the money to get the house. But the thing is, someone brought up, like, there's a reason why that chick wants Letty to be in that fucking house. You heard me? And we don't know what that is yet, because the white girl brings up that, you know what I mean, they're looking for this hidden shit from one of the wizards about how to crack the code of Adam's language so they could get this immortality or whatever. Yeah. And we learned in the episode there's a freaking tunnel under there where those dead bodies are, and that's right under Letty's freaking house. And now we also get her losing her virginity, and that's already some omen shit when you talk about it with the virgins and shit. And then there ain't no protection. He just let off on her.
Right,
so it's like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So she's gonna find her way being a key piece most likely in all of this that she wasn't at first. You know what I'm saying? First, the key piece was just Tick. When we got the virgin that lost her virginity to the higher powers, magical Negro, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. And she also died before. And when we watch shit like this, too, people that die come back, something always be a little off about them. Yeah. So it's a bunch of shit that I feel like they throwing into this pot for us right now, dog. Like, it's like, whoa. A lot of woes just going down.
Wow. I can't wait for that at the shooter drop.
Throwing this out here, shouts out to her sister. Amazing scene when she read her sister when she read Letty for filth. But being a selfish ass bitch. She read Letty for filth, dog. She did. She was like,
she spoke them before.
Because the biggest point, because when she found out, because Letty, she's stressed out. She's like realizing that, you know, I mean, the spirits now, she cracking the code. I love smart protagonists. Because sometimes they'd be like, no, she called it. No, oh no, it's spirits in this motherfucker. Oh, I put these photos together. That was an amazing scene when she put the pictures together and the spirit.
Yeah, it came back.
And it kind of reminded me of Ghostbusters 2, but that's neither here nor there. But you remember the painting? Like Vigo came through the painting on Ghostbusters 2.
I remember.
Yes. But I'm like, dude, but when she let that slip about the mama, and she was like, no, you worse than mama, because real nigga shit, even though mama died, you could have split that money with us.
Yeah.
And you still didn't split that money with us. I was like, ooh, character flaw. That line when she said, I was giving you money. I thought you was a fuck up.
Yeah.
But you was just fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty much a hit to the emotional heart right there. Yeah.
Ooh, Journey's will let you ain't shit, she said.
TKO.
But yeah, man. I don't got much else on this app. It was just an amazing.
It's called Holy Ghost. I just caught that.
Oh wow.
All right.
And the people were playing with the title of Holy Ghost is like, you know, the Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, and they were talking about how they got the Father-Son aspect, all the glory is going where you're dealing with Tick and with who is his daddy or whatever, or if you're even dealing with, you're looking at her own familiar situations. But then someone said, well, maybe Letitia's the Holy Ghost because she feels like a ghost right now. She said that. You know what I mean? Okay. So it's so much, man. It's like every episode go off. I think most people that watching it are just like,
yeah, that's how I feel right now. Just like, oh my god.
And what do you have y'all watched the trailer for next episode? Yeah, no, go ahead. Okay,
I did.
Enough. You did.
I did. I watched.
Okay. Do you feel like we're gonna just jump a shark or maybe go off the rails at any point on this this epic journey?
No.
No. All right,
I trust these people.
I trust them too.
I trust
honestly.
Them.
I was
earned it. I can see they can show me anything in the next trailer. You can show me,
and I'm sure y'all are gonna string this. I have faith in you. I'm sure you're gonna string this together. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand where the mixed is coming from. I mean, maybe
what mix you talking?
I thought you said there was like mixed reviews
for P Valley high one.
Oh,
not for enough. This is getting all the good shit.
My bad.
Yeah, we about to get out of here, guys. Hi, Marty's in the building.
Hi, Marty. Indeed. Listen, Eric from True Blood was dope though.
Yeah, I loved him in True Blood.
No, but
it would be cool to see him here.
He was dope.
Oh, you mean the creepy white guy? You know he's coming back too. Now he showed up in the trailer and the trailer for next episode. But I knew off the dump that those two characters, the Christina and Fake Eric, their presence was too good to just end them in that one F. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And that's the same reason I feel about Uncle George. Like Courtney B. Vance though, like you gonna just. No, like, if I'm a nigga writing a show and I've got these toys, I'm going to try to play with these toys as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So I just got my fingers crossed on that. I mean, when you watch the show, the whole season, the whole season general, they got all kind of shit going on that was supposedly coming up. Apparently, man, you saw Hippolyta was in some war gear on some other planet.
You saw that shit, huh?
Going on with her. They got some shit gonna happen. And I don't know if it's a dream or not. But I'm bucked to see where this show goes.
I don't care if it's a dream.
They got me.
Yeah.
They got me. I'm here, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all had me at freaking black.
I know.
So tell me who else we can get about you, man. Anyone can go first.
Oh, me. Hi, I'm Marty. I'm just playing. Hi, guys. It's J.Steel. You can follow me on Instagram at @J.Steel_. Also at Fat Girl Nola if you like to eat. And also at darkfilms__.
You can find me, Marty, M-A-R-T-Y.
And St. Louis rolling on dubs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, always.
It's a Nelly song.
Who's Nelly?
Oh,
I was with a baby.
you young child.
Nelly was around.
Teach
me.
Marty,
Nelly.
M-A-R-T-Y Edwards 504 on Instagram, you young children. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. And lowrainpictures.com, click on the Your30 tab. We do things over there. We talk about stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so at the guy, Mr. Bats in the building. Find me at Mr. Bats in the building. You heard me? Without the in the building. Oh, you heard me. Okay, we're all high right now. So
in the building.
Yeah, hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. It's reviewingdat. We don't need this part anyway. Okay. Reviewingdat@gmail.com. You refer it, we review it. That's how we do it. Shouts out to Sweeney Todd. I mean, shouts out to what was it? The Justin Timberlake joint. No, because we found out later that if we would have got In Time, shouts out to In Time. We would have got In Time in. Peanut would have had us review Sweeney Todd, but so much happened with In Time. If you're a real last listeners of the Reviewing Dat Show, you get these in jokes, damn it. But yeah, man, follow us, hit us up, subscribe, like, share, all that. Man, thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you on the other side. What are we gonna talk about next time? I don't know. We're gonna probably talk about the next episode, everything we talked about today. Yeah. And hopefully we'll have finished I May Destroy You. We can probably talk about some of that shit.
Yeah,
man.
Yep.
Had a great season finale. But y'all, till next round.